Let me open up my notes.
All right. Hello, Internet, and welcome. A session of Terminal, this time brought to you on Tuesday rather than Thursday. Not that anyone listening probably knows what day we do this because we're not streaming.
Terminal
Let's stop it. Not that anyone listening. There, set in stone.
Look,
Tuesday Terminals.
Yeah, look. Someday, Izzy's YouTube might get very famous, and that's why we need to make sure to demonetize it now.
Yep.
Well, we got to swear a bunch then while it's still the first minute.
Knock your socks off, Mr. Children are present.
Our children are in the other room. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, last time there was a jailbreak that you guys stopped, which was real nice. Although Jimmy did do his best to eat all of you, especially Foundry's mech.
It's okay. Foundry's mech has an indestructible skeleton made of magic. Did I cut out?
Wait, did I not miss a session for being out last week?
No, we wound up canceling last week because everyone was out, basically.
Okay.
Yeah,
I heard missing a session and I kind of just went, oh yeah, file that way, and then I went, wait.
I think Wash couldn't be there.
Dan had to go early, and you were out.
Yeah,
Okay, yep, that makes sense.
I think I was pretty wiped out myself that day.
Yeah, I was also like half dead.
And I was late, as usual.
Yep.
You weren't late today. You're actually here at the start of the session today.
I know, it's weird. We can't conspire against him, only for him to eventually listen to the recording.
Oh, so that means I can go have my conversation with the red tape again at the beginning of the session?
Yes, you could. Oh boy.
I mean, that's not on my radar for this week. This week, I'm going to talk to the newspaper.
Yeah, that'll go so much better. I can't wait till it's effectively J. Jonah Jameson that works here, and he's just going to, like, destroy you just for showing up with his words.
I'm partially hoping for that.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, you want to watch us play?
But yeah, jailbreak, and like we've got good rep now. Like, we helped out the cops in the jail cell at multiple turns.
They're clearly going to be supporting us.
I got shot a lot. I know. I didn't like getting shot. It was tough. No, you cannot watch Pinkie Pie right now. Daddy's playing. No, not right now.
See, you have a branding issue, and I'm the one who's going to fix that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody just
Best of luck.
Everybody thinks he's just a big scary villain. He's not. He's actually a big teddy bear. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
You know, I really kind of like this scary thing I've got going. It kind of helps with what I do.
Well, I would never say this to your face. This is the conversation I'm having in my head before I go talk to the papers. Because I know you'd never admit it, but I see the good in you.
I should fucking hope so at this point.
Yep. So, do we want to start with Mr. C visiting? Shit, what newspapers did Chicago have in 1925?
I think you said it was the Chicago Tribunal that wrote the piece, so...
Yep, Chicago Tribune.
Well, first off... Hold on a second. Where the hell was my notes?
Yeah, apparently the Tribune's been around since 1847, so that works.
Yeah.
So before I actually go in there, I do want to call up Officer Sloan and talk about why I just stabbed myself with a fork.
Truly asking the hard-hitting questions.
Yeah,
I know. I wanted to know why we got so much bad press when we were there helping, and like he knows that, and other people know that, but like if he can give me any insight as to like what the police in the jail thought, what the warden thought, and etc.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
so remember, the really big bad press was the construction site. You got more bad press from the breaking at the jail, though that was more downplaying everything you guys were doing and upplaying the role of the city police force.
Right, the cops heroically stepped in to stop the jailbreak.
Well,
Yep.
they did. I mean, they put their lives on the line there. Like, I have nothing. I can't say anything bad about that piece.
But the press very much blames a vigilante fight for the break being possible in the first place because these vigilantes fighting someone busted through the side of the jail.
Yeah, no. Is there a person who wrote the article's name there?
Oh, yeah, we have our reporter, Mr. Adam Atwood.
You know he's a comic book character because it's alliterative.
Mr.
Yep.
Atwood. Is there? Do we know what his position is? Is he just a journalist? Is he actually like high up? Is he the CEO? Is he the editor in chief?
No, so he's a high-ranking, like he's a high-up reporter.
So like he's like a star reporter for the paper.
Yeah, he's like
Okay,
the star
so-
reporter, the one who's usually everyone like he's the front page news guy pretty often.
Okay, so he's the Lois Lane.
I am terrified of you talking to this man, but I am out of character.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask Marty. I'm like, Marty, look, level with me here. Do you think it would make more sense for me to talk to the editor in chief of the Tribune, or because his time is so valuable, I try to sit down and have a conversation with Mr. Adam Atwood? I will make an intelligence roll if you want me to, Nick.
Marty is just gonna go just the. Man. Look, I avoid talking to the press. That's the sergeant's job, and for good reason. Because you're a nice guy, Mr. C. Like you got a good heart. Guys, at the Tribunal though, they know a way to like spin anything you say however they want.
I mean, technically, freedom of the press is preserved under the Constitution, but like they have the responsibility to tell the truth to people. So
I want to know where you grew up in character.
He's just look. I don't really. There's guys who run the libel stuff, but they really don't.
So what you're saying is I should go straight to the editor in chief.
Maybe you can convince him, but that's a risk, bud.
It's a risk I'm willing to take. After all, our group is not a group of vigilantes. We are heroes who are assisting the city to the best of our ability. You know that. I think the entire city needs to know that we are the neighborhood watch that spans multiple neighborhoods.
The city agreed with that. Who knows? Maybe you can get the Tribunal on your side. At least get the mayor's office moving on anything.
I'll bring that up. And yeah, do I have a name for the editor in chief? And is he in the Yellow Pages?
He's definitely not in the yellow. Well,
Do the Yellow Pages exist?
They damn well better.
When did? Because I don't think those exist yet. Like, I think it's still the time where you want to call someone, you need to actually know their number.
1878 phone books.
Oh.
Like, if I remember, like from like especially old movies in the 20s, there were like thick ass books, and you would open them up and flip through them in the call stations. It's like, operator, put me through to this number, and that's how you would get connected. Before they had dial buttons.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm going to look and see if I can find the tribunal's number, and on a payphone, make a call and see if I can have a conversation with their editor in chief.
All right. Well, I mean, you can call the Tribunal. That one you can definitely do.
Yeah, I would like to. I'm gonna call them up, and I'd like to speak to the editor in chief.
I'd like to speak to your manager.
Yep. So you guess like she's just like, who is this?
My name is
He
Mr.
He doesn't have a 1 o'clock.
He doesn't have a 1 o'clock. Could you please pencil me in for the 1 o'clock? What time is it now?
I'm sorry. Who is this?
They call me Mr. Conductor.
Mr. Conductor, sorry, I don't. Look, I can talk to Mr. McQueen, but he's a very busy man.
I'm well aware. I will not take up much of his time. I understand. It takes so much time to run an establishment such as this. But I wanted to point out several inaccuracies that have been coming out in recent papers, and I was hoping that he could make adjustments for future printings. That way he wouldn't fall into these traps.
Give me a social role. Do you have persuasion?
I have barkeeper.
That
We're
Or
pretty.
bartender.
I mean, that's a thing bartenders do. They're good at talking.
that is a thing bartenders do. Yeah, give me a social overcome here.
Sure. Let's see. Can I use intuition?
Yeah, I think you can use intuition.
And because I'm telling them about how they need to fix their paper because they've got several inaccuracies, may imply principle of order. Because I'm organizing this meeting to help set things straight.
I think it's a little bit of a stretch for this one.
Okay, fair enough. Roll it. That's a 1.
Oh my god.
I will take the major twist.
Oh boy. Okay.
How thoroughly is Izzy screwing us over?
Give me a second to think. Jesus.
How thoroughly is Izzy screwing us over? Singing this song about that.
Yeah, I very much feel like the major twist is probably the tenor at the start of the meeting.
Fine.
And so eventually, like, some amount of talking goes through. She's like, "All right, give me 5 minutes, and we can get him on the line." Very, very nervous secretary.
This is for the 1 o'clock. I was hoping to schedule a face-to-face meeting.
A face to face. Yeah, just give. Please hold.
Mm-hmm.
So again, you do succeed, which is like, well, yeah. So the 1 o'clock works. Do you know where our office is?
I'm going to close my eyes, remote view, and I'm going to give the exact street address.
Wonderful. You're penciled in for the 1 o'clock under Mr. Conductor?
Sure. Or Mr. C if it's too much to say. I don't want to, put anybody out of breath.
All right.
And what will it be in his office or will it be in one of the conference rooms?
It'll be near. I think in a conference room.
Excellent. I'm going to get the details as to which conference room. I'm not actually planning on walking into the building, Nick. I'm planning on just showing up in that conference room.
Oh, I'm certain. She's like, that's I mean, we can give you the details when we get. All right. Well, I suppose if you're sure, I guess.
Well, thank you so much.
It takes a little bit of finagling, but you do get the details.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I do appreciate this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, before I just go drag us through the dirt, does anybody else want to take the next set of the scene?
I'm doing what? I feel
Right?
like this is like the thing I want to see how it plays out.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. Like, I guess I don't know. Dan, do we want to I feel like you and I would talk sports or something in the meantime.
Probably. We'd probably just talk about the Cubs.
Yeah.
Actually, were the Cubs good in 1925? Let's see.
I think they were. Also, damn it, one of my dies was supposed to be a D10, not a D8.
Rip.
I was in a yellow mode, apparently. Oh well.
Let's see. How are the Cubs?
Let's see. They were the worst team in the National League.
So you're talking about
Let's see. That 44% win percentage. Yeah, 68 and 86.
So
Yeah, they were not good.
So everybody else is a bunch of cheaters.
Exactly. Everyone's a bunch of cheaters.
Yep.
Fucking Red Sox.
You have the only honest team.
Well, seriously, fuck Pittsburgh right now. They're the win. They're like winning the season. Asshole.
Let's.
We're probably straight out. Like, probably have to work that day. I've probably got the game on the radio.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. The Red Sox were even worse in 1925. The joke doesn't even work.
So I'm gonna say we've got the game on the radio at the bar, and that's what's happening while you're doing your thing, Izzy.
Hold on a minute.
Who's good in
Didn't we
1925, Dan?
didn't we just say like 3 sessions ago that the Sox beat the Cubs?
I think we did.
I mean, the White Sox were decent. The Red Sox were not.
We never did say
Yes,
which
the
Sox
White
it was.
Sox could have won.
Yep.
Also, yeah, National League.
That's not a thing that you say often.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, oh my God, the Red Sox were bad. They were the worst team in baseball that year, by far.
Wow.
They won about 30% of their games.
Ooh.
Oof.
Bad year.
Very bad.
They're not. I don't even think they're in the National League.
They're in the American League.
Well then. All right. So it's like we're gonna go straight to Mr. C's meeting.
What was the editor-in-chief's name again, Nick?
Oh, the editor-in-chief is Mr. Roger McQueen.
Okay.
And because you have remote viewing, you would realize that that office is absolutely scrambling right now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Like
know why.
people are moving. Everything is going on.
I mean, is it normal busy work, or is it just like are more people in the conference room that I'm supposed to meet him in, or what's going on?
People in the conference room. There's like 5 people in the conference room.
Okay. Do I have any idea who these people are? Or are they just reporters?
Well, honestly, you probably haven't really looked at this building that much before, is he?
That's perfectly fair.
Probably like one woman and 4 men in suits.
Okay. No one I would immediately recognize is the point.
No one you would immediately recognize.
Okay.
So, Mr. C, I'm assuming, comes out on one side of the big conference room table.
Yeah, no, as soon as like it's like 12:59, I'm going to have a train door open up. So it looks like I'm just walking in through whatever the doorway is of the conference room. So I'm opening the door and, blocking the view so no one knows I'm actually just getting off of a train. So it looks like I just came in through the normal way. I'm like, good afternoon, everyone.
I'm pretty sure that's going to cause a scene out on the floor for the people seeing you do that.
I mean, I have trains and I have portals.
Yep.
So,
all right. So you just walk it. You just do that and walk in. So one thing you immediately notice is there is, the person who's obviously the wealthiest person here is sweating up a storm at the head of the table. That's our editor-in-chief. And 3 of the other men immediately draw guns when you drop in unannounced. And they're just like, and it's like, whoa. Are you the conductor?
Mr. Conductor, if you please. And yes, there's no need for those, gentlemen. I have an appointment.
I'll usually show up at the front desk for that, but
I asked for the specific conference room. I know that time is valuable. I don't want to waste any of yours.
Right. All right. You said on the phone that we had some facts wrong, Mr. Conductor.
Yes, that's correct. have been a lifelong fan of the Chicago Tribune, and I've always put so much stock in your reports. However, the past two papers I've noticed have had, well, inaccuracies, almost outright slander. Or, I'm sorry, slander's not the right word. Libel. Out of character, I know that word. And I was hoping to rectify that. And also, I just wanted to formally introduce myself because I believe that through the newspaper is the best way to get in touch with the greatest number of citizens in our fine Chicago area.
Works great for Spider-Man.
Yeah, works great for this guy who, in New York, who deals with spiders. Thank you,
Dealing with
Sean.
spiders in New York.
Yeah.
Right.
In any case, I wanted to introduce myself. I am Mr. Conductor. I am recently appointed by the Magic Railway to aid the city of Chicago in whatever means I possibly can. And I'm part of a group that has since started being known as Terminal. Now, in some of your reports, you have taken our actions and called us vigilantes. And I want to point out that that's not true. Vigilantes take the law into their own hands. My group abides by the laws that have been set by Chicago, and we notify the proper authorities. Um, I don't want people to think of us as vigilantes or a nuisance. I don't want people to think of us as superheroes in training or otherwise. I want people to think of us as a fellowship, uniting Chicago, kindling emergency response services. Um, we are like a citywide neighborhood watch. We are there to help through being the good Samaritans that we are. We just want people to know that anybody with goodness in their heart can, rise up and, just help their fellow neighbors. Like, they don't need to be scared. There's a lot of people out there who are, putting pressure on others. But if the community can rise up, you guys are distracting me with all these fucking JPEGs.
Oh no. He this entire time just continued sweating like the biggest gulp as you say things and is not commenting yet.
Yeah.
He's not writing things down. What type of a reporter is he?
Yeah, is anybody writing anything down?
Oh, his secretary is writing things down.
That's the woman?
Yep.
And what are the other three men in suits doing right now?
They are staring you down with their hands on their guns. Also quite nervous.
Are the guns still pointed at me?
No, but they're not like they're in their hands but pointed down.
I've had worse. Anyway, I just want to explain how all this is. Like, I have had meetings with the red tape. I have had meetings with police officers, and I want to inform you that everything is on the up and up. So, in your previous article, you blamed a vigilante group for the destruction of a construction site. That's not the case. The person who was responsible for that was the villain who is now in police custody, known as Ne'er-do-weld. And through his
But
he was...
your group was there for that.
Yes, my group was there for that. We were trying to prevent the collapse of those buildings. However, priority was getting the civilians that were on site to safety. You'll notice that there were no injuries or casualties at that site. That's thanks to our group because we want to help protect our fellow citizens. Like that's what we as Terminal want to do. We want to help preserve the good people of our city so they don't suffer injury or worse.
All right. All right. I'll confirm some of this with City Hall. Thank you, Mr. Conductor.
Oh, we haven't even discussed the jailbreak yet. I mean, you recently wrote that as well. I'm going to reach into my back pocket and pull out the most recent newspaper and just point at the article. Now you see, you were claiming here that vigilantes had engaged in Jimmy the Shark Cacciatore, and that's what caused the jailbreak to occur. Again, not accurate. Jimmy the Shark burst through the prison wall before we ever engaged him. Once we knew that there was a problem and a jailbreak was occurring, we stepped in and hoped to minimize any damage and prevent anyone from escaping. That way, our boys in blue, God bless them, they deserve as much praise as they get, and I don't think you should change anything about that. But we wanted to make sure that no injury was sustained because these were superpowered individuals. And, well, I speak from personal experience now, particularly rough customers.
Right. And I just want to confirm for the record. You said a magic railway told you to do this?
Well, for the record, the magic railway is in another dimension, and I was appointed by Mr. Station Master.
He's nodding very slowly.
I'm waiting for our broadcast to be interrupted with a commercial about all this.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
1920s. We're not going to be watching a broadcast where this gets brought up. It's going to be there's a paper a few days later.
Yeah.
no, I mean, no, it could be the radio. They've had an hour to plan if they were going to call the cops on me and say, cops are, en route to deal with, dangerous vigilante, previously known as the Train Man.
Yep.
I mean,
Right. Can you
also we're trying to prevent the spread. Like, I know that there are different gangs that are fighting for control of the city, but they need to know, both the Italian mafia and the Irish mob, that they do not own this city. The city's control is in the hands of the people, and the people will elect their appointed officials to best serve them. That's where the power comes from, the people. Not the gangs who claim they have control over different neighborhoods.
All right, I'll make sure to quote you on that. Mr. Conductor, can you give me a moment? Would you like a drink? Coffee?
Oh no, thank you. I don't drink when I'm conducting.
Right. Could you give me a moment to make some phone calls, and then we'll get all this ironed in.
Please.
They're going to leave you alone in the conference room for a little bit.
Okay, Nick, what's going on outside the conference room?
He's making some phone calls.
Yeah. Well, do I see any cars driving here in a rush?
So there are some police cars obviously waiting outside. Some of the guys are coming into the lobby, and it doesn't seem like they're in a rush. Just yeah. Eventually, Mr. McQueen's gonna like, all right, listen, Mr. Conductor, terribly sorry for that. We can set the record straight about all this. I just gotta talk to our reporters. Does that sound good for you? To you?
That sounds perfect. I do have a train to catch, unfortunately. Unfortunately, the train schedule must be kept, no matter what.
Right. Of course, can't mess with that.
Yeah. Also, Nick, can I roll insight on this guy? Is he actually sweating? He's sweating because he's nervous, obviously. Can I get a feeling as to who's putting the pressure on him?
Sure. Please, please give me
insight. Because I did mention, non-corrupt people in City Hall. I mentioned both gangs.
Yep.
I would love nothing more than to know, can I roll intuition and insight?
Yeah, absolutely.
And of course, we're still on green, right?
Yep.
Can this be principle of order?
I'll give it to you because it'll be fun.
I'm still gonna roll like ass. Or I can get a 7.
Yep. It's mostly city.
Okay.
Like, you could tell early on, he absolutely thought you were some new faction from, like, the mob or something.
Oh, well, then when he comes in, I'm like, look, I know you probably had some misgivings about me, but look, I just want you to know that if you need anything, you can always feel free to contact me. Okay, Mr. Conductor, and like I will say, if you ever need to get in touch with me, all you need to do is just come back to this conference room and walk around this table 6 times at exactly 1 p.m.
Right. Yep. Nods and they get a few more statements from Mr. C before thanking you for your time and making sure you catch your train.
Excellent. And I will catch my train in that exact room so he sees the fucking magic train, and then I will leave. Also, I'm kind of pissed off I didn't, like, royally fail that.
Oh, it would have been great. But I think the main thing that's going to happen is, boy, is there an article tomorrow.
Okay, Nick, may I make a suggestion since I got a minor twist? And you literally said they were going to take my words and twist them.
You got a major twist, Izzy.
Well, he got a minor twist on his inside, at least.
Oh, on his inside, yeah.
Oh, well, major twist then. May I give you a recommendation for some key lines?
Oh no, I've been looking for them.
Oh, okay.
I'm curious your recommendation. Please go first, though.
Well, when I was trying to introduce myself in Terminal, I did use the phrase superheroes in training. There's an acronym for that.
Mm-hmm.
I also used the phrase fellowship, uniting Chicago, kindling emergency response services.
Yep. So, it is the big thing that is coming out is a clarification that what happened at the prison and everything else was not, the act of vigilantes. It was the act of mad communists who are using magic to declare war on criminal elements.
Are communists even a fear at this point?
They're not.
Somewhat.
In the 20s?
Not in the 20s.
Like, here's the thing. They're not a super fear, however, they have identified you as that group for the people rising up and taking back part of the city from crime.
I mean, at least there's not that stigma with it yet.
Oh no, there's not a stigma yet, but they definitely think you guys are political operators, working under Mr. Conductor, who believes that a magic train yard has given him the power to do this, and that, weird rituals. They're hitting you hard on the this kook has powers and has declared a war on crime in the name of the people rising up. It's also, honestly, and this probably isn't even that untrue, they're hitting you for being unionizers, too. Like, communists and unionizers.
I don't think there's anything, like, actively objectable I have with this puff piece. There's still inaccuracies, but it's better than what we got. I'll take it.
Are sentiments very anti-union at this point? I don't, actually know.
Depends on who you ask.
Because I feel like this is the time when things were changing about that, or had changed.
I believe that there was still a lot of stuff with it.
Okay.
This is still the point where a bunch of things are laws are being written in blood in that regard. There also was the big confirmation that you guys were the group that was at that destructive event that caused a bunch of problems for businesses. They claim to not have responsibility, was what the paper went with.
I mean, that's something I did flat out did not say.
So I definitely see this article because I bring the paper in every day for my bar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna see it. I assume, Sean, you basically hang out here all the time, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I see it and my hands crinkle at the paper a little, and I just like take a breath in, realize I don't even need to do that, and I'm just doing it out of habit. And just sit down, read the article, take a drink, take another drink, slide a drink over to you, and then pass the paper over to you, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one thing of note, because I know I didn't specify this, I specified the group I work with. I didn't name anybody.
You did not. That's fair.
No, but Foundry's fame has definitely been seen at some of these.
Oh, yeah.
I'm curious. Does it label any of like me or Sean at all?
The main one who gets labeled is Foundry. There's Train Man, who is now known as Mr. Conductor. And there is Foundry, who is a known factor in the city. There are other group members. They debate whether it's between 3 and 20.
I did bring a lot of ghosts.
There's also
both
all of
bring a
good
lot of
spirits
ghosts.
as spirits.
So I'm gonna show it to you, Sean. I'm like, well, guess George went to talk to the paper. I think that's a reasonable assumption, right?
Yeah.
Considering you have an interview with Mr. Conductor as
Considering the fact he told us he was going to do it, I believe.
Yeah.
I have got to remember that when he says he's going to do things, he's not joking.
Well, seems mostly neutral. You humans have definitely gotten weird over the centuries, though.
It doesn't really change anything, honestly. If anything, the problem is it makes us a little more public, which could be an issue.
Yeah.
The more well known we are, the more people like the more villains in the mob can take advantage of that.
We weren't gonna stay underground forever. After the buildings and the art museum, that wasn't happening.
Yeah, I get you. Just it's not like we didn't have to hand him details on a silver platter, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look, I'm just taking it as a win the kid didn't get arrested.
I also looked it up. The Red Scare basically started in the 20s, so that is ramping up.
Okay. Do we even like? I think that's the part I'm most offended that calling us fucking communists. Come on, you know.
Yeah, I hear that shit at the
Right,
protests
I-
all the time.
Just insulting is what it is. Do I look like some Ruski? Huh?
Yeah, when they got nothing better to say back to you, they just call you a commie.
Do we even bring this up with the conductor, or do we just not even bother?
I mean, probably make sure he's aware of what's in it.
Oh, sure. We'll hand him a copy when he shows up. So, I guess that happened.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that happened. Mr. C is eventually going to show up at the bar after the workday is done.
Yeah. Also, please tell me if one of the people I have given a ridiculous task to do to like get in touch with me ever actually does the ridiculous task.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, as the other main part of the article is the communist bit and the kook part. Like, the editor-in-chief does not think magic exists. He thinks some weird fucking shit was going on. But they're definitely trying to label Mr. C as, I don't think schizophrenic was a term at this time.
Loony. They probably just call him Loony.
Yeah, they just call him a loony.
The Looney Train.
Yep. The conductor of the loony train.
Or Nick, here's what they can label me as: the loco motive.
This is why we.
That might be more
This is
like Hispanic, like Spanish knowledge than exists this time.
I think you're probably too far north and not want to port for that, but
Okay, crazy train.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, George. I guess we'll show up a little bit, saying, do we have any patrols scheduled for today?
I just throw the paper at you.
Oh, this came out quick. Front page.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to scan through this, and I'm like, well, I mean, I'm going to have to schedule another meeting with him. There's still some inaccuracies.
Why do you think that'll accomplish anything, George?
I mean, he was a man of his word. He did, in fact, print the correct information. Granted, a lot of the details are still fuzzy, but you told me not to, go into in-depth about our group, so I didn't. I just feel like if people knew more about us, they wouldn't be afraid.
This is why we used to curse people who didn't follow the old ways.
You
And
know,
then
they
I'm
don't-
just going to go back to napping on the bar.
They don't really need to know about us for us to do our job.
Well, no, but I think like if people are getting disheartened, this could give them the like ray of hope they need to keep going forward.
I don't know if you looked at us recently, George. We're not exactly the ray of hope types here.
I mean, what are you talking about? I mean, we're fighting the good fight. You can't judge people by appearances.
I beg to differ. People judge people by appearances often and always.
It's pretty much the only thing people judge each other by, for them, at least at first.
I mean, again, I think public opinion will ultimately be what saves this city. Not if it public opinion of us, but public opinion of the city. And if they see people like us trying to save the city, then they will step up. And then the elected officials will that are put in places of power will take notice, and then the infrastructure will grow, and then we'll be able to root out the problems.
They'll only see what's reported, and you saw how that went.
I mean, yes, there's inaccuracies, but I'd say this is still a net positive.
How?
Well, for one thing, they're not calling us vigilantes anymore.
Yeah, now we're crazy Looney Tune magic cultists. That's so much better.
They didn't use the word cultists. I'm going to say squinting at the paper.
We'll probably have priests throwing holy water at us next time we're out.
I mean, honestly, if people are throwing holy water at us, or they think that that's a weakness, that's something we could potentially exploit. If our enemies think that all they need is holy water to stop us, that makes them more vulnerable.
Unless you want to pick a fight with the Catholic Church, I don't think that's terribly productive.
I don't, but correct me if I'm wrong. Most mafia members, despite their profession, are incredibly religious and superstitious.
Religious, yes. These days, superstitious. Hard to say. A lot of weird stuff's happened in the last few years.
A lot of magic is coming to the area, and it would be good if they start actually remembering the old superstitions and following them again.
I'm just saying, George, we don't gotta like impress anyone, all right? We're not doing it to impress. We certainly aren't a group that can inspire. We do good with what we got. I'm happy to leave it at that.
I mean, again, I'm happy with the work we're doing as well, but I think if we're symbols, no matter what happens to us, that will never get broken, and that is what will, continue to inspire people.
Yeah, I don't know again if you've looked at us. We're not exactly the inspiring group here. I'm literally a walking corpse that scares like the living hell and life out of people, pretty literally.
Again, I think you just need rebranding.
I don't think that will do what I want it to do, George.
Okay, well, I mean, if you don't want to be, an icon or a symbol, like, we're still going to give you credit because credit is given where credit is due, but, like, you can stay in the shadows, like, if that's your domain.
No, you didn't misunderstand. I couldn't. Being a symbol doesn't always have to be a symbol of hope, George. The common people aren't who I'm trying to impress, so to speak.
Well,
Look,
I'm pretty sure the people you're trying to impress will also read the paper, and they'll be impressed.
Look, suit yourself. Regardless, we should probably get back, see what we can do about this, about stopping this gang war before it starts.
See, I thought we had
sounds good.
I thought we had mostly rectified that because we had taken care of the arms buildup, and we had stopped a prison break. So we've got 2 heavy hitters behind bars, and
At some point, though, we got to tackle the leaders of these factions.
well, but I think it's premature to do that now.
Oh, definitely, but I want to know
So-
what. I'd like to know what move they're all thinking of next. I guarantee you, neither the mafia or the mob is just sitting idly by. They're both planning their next move.
I mean, they're probably still taking things off of Pier 5 and Pier 8.
So we need to investigate and figure out what's going on then, and determine what our next step should be, I think.
I agree.
Sounds good to me. All right. So what are we thinking?
Well, we know that they still have things that have been shipped to their respective piers down by the docks. And Nick, can I do a quick check and see if any of the cargo has moved yet?
Yes, it definitely has.
Yeah.
Stuff is coming in every day.
Oh,
And
well,
yeah, for the most part, we found it's all basically being distributed almost immediately, right?
Yeah.
I think unfortunately we unless there's a big shipment coming in, we've kind of dealt with like the weapons as best we can.
Yeah, you hit the really big stuff in terms of they're not making armored suits or much better guns.
I mean, do they have any armored suits we know about that maybe we could like get rid of?
No, they basically just had prototypes that Keeley was making that now he's not because he's in Detroit.
All right, that's fair. Okay, let me think.
North Carolina.
Do we?
North
Yeah.
Carolina. Thank you, Izzy.
Do we know if the Irish are bringing in anyone else overseas? Like Siren was kind of a bigger surprise than we wanted. I'd like to know if there's any more like out of towners being brought in on this.
Nothing that you've heard about, but you don't have connections that go that deep in the map.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. There's also potentially more just weird magic wandering around based off the fact that the art museum wasn't related to either of the games.
That's
Neither was
true.
Ne'er-do-well.
Well, the art museum we said ended up being Rasputin, who also could be in town, which is a problem.
Yep.
Actually, Nick, is Jitter still in town?
Jitters
Of
is
course,
always
Jitter's
in town.
still in town.
Well, no, he said we told him he could leave if he knew that there was going to be something going down. So he hasn't left yet, which means we still have to.
Yeah, Jitters is still in town.
I mean, we could always pay a visit to Jitters.
He does seem like a pleasant type. Do we all want to go, or do you want to go?
Oh, I enjoy my visits with Jitters.
I feel like we can split up for this.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm happy to go bother Jitters again. What else do we feel like we can like kind of research into for this time?
Well, can just look around to see what's happening. Like, I believe
Well, what?
Mr. C can track movement, and I can reach out to things people don't believe are paying attention to them.
I mean, we could also be looking into like we said. There's like it feels like there's like a starting to be a magic influx in the city. Maybe we can find
Yeah,
something based on that, because that's
yeah.
definitely
The
something.
veils.
Yeah, because Tom, that's definitely more your specialty than a lot of us here.
Yeah, the veil's particularly weak, and it seems like a lot of things are moving in, even if some of them are being a bit hypocritical about it.
Maybe you and Mr. C can deal with that. You guys know more about magic than me and Tommy here.
Yeah, can try.
Hey,
All right.
Tommy, you want to go have a friendly talk with Jitters? I don't know if you've met him yet.
I don't think I have.
Great guy. Come on, I'll introduce you.
Should I be masked? What should how should I
Oh,
dress?
please. Most definitely. Jitters is impressionable.
All right, I'm gonna like scrape together kind of like a kind of like gnarly looking like sort of steampunky mask and helmet to throw on.
Sounds good.
Don't forget to tell Jitters to switch to decaf. I want to
Alright.
hear the Jitters bit.
Who's going first?
All right. Yeah, who wants to go first?
You guys can go first.
Me and Izzy are probably more straightforward because ours is probably not going to be a huge scene.
Yep.
Maybe you guys want to go
But
first. Do that quick.
yeah. So, Mr. C, you have a Mr. Conductor. You have a way of monitoring the city, right?
Yeah. What are we looking for?
Well, if you can show me that, maybe we can see if there's areas where can then do either further questioning of the animals and spirits there, or maybe I can try to see if I can tap into that at all. Not divination, not really my strong suit though.
Sure.
And going to be stretching while get up for this.
I will whistle us a train, and when we go into the train, I will lead you into the engine room, and there is going to be a model display in, well, um, model trains, effectively, of the entirety of Chicago, and it's got not only the cars, you know, I don't think the subway was invented yet, but it's got cars, trains, and people all moving in sequence along tracks. And there's one track for every street and road in the city, including bridges. And then there's one like really wide track that just kind of appears off the side of the display that doesn't exist in real life.
There will be like one of the good spirits will whistle slightly and go. I'm pretty sure some of the lords and ladies don't even have something as good a setup for monitoring the mortals they keep an eye on as this.
I mean, this isn't for watching anybody in particular. This is just happens to be a way to help find people who are in need.
Okay, so let's see. Does it just see? Does it? So the models just show the people and the items moving around. Does it show when magic gets cast? Does it show anything with that?
Nick, I don't think
No,
I.
it's pretty much just locations and people and very low res items.
Hmm.
The way I explain it is you would basically tell, oh, this person is carrying something. What are they carrying? I don't know, it's vaguely box shaped.
Does it get animals as well?
Some animals, large animals.
So probably not like rats and birds, but probably like big dogs and a ton of shit in the zoo.
Yep.
Okay. Are there areas you already have marked as being areas for weird activity or anything like that?
Oh no, nothing marked. This display is a living. It's literally a one for one of what's going on in the city right now. I don't mark anything. I can point out where we've been and where we've had activity. Like the
Okay, you do
museum.
that, but there's nowhere you've been keeping a particular eye on?
I'm keeping an eye on the conference room C-37 in the Chicago Tribune, and the entrance to Lincoln Park. Oh, and Jitters. I say, pointing him out as you probably see like Boogeyman and Foundry like making their way closer to him.
And what type of magic does this rely on?
I'm going to assume train magic.
I was waiting for train magic.
The realm you pull on's weird.
It's a realm of
Nick,
trains. Actually,
I want to kind of use this with what magic I have to kind of try and see if I could. I know from previous, like, the veil between worlds is weak here for some reason. I want to see if I can use that to find any areas where, like, it's weaker than normal or someone's just currently pulling on magic, since this seems to be keeping monitoring of everywhere.
All fictional experience has taught me that mixing magics always ends well.
also,
Yeah,
I,
of course.
Yeah,
Look,
I-
my character is going to down a bottle before he starts work on this. So, like, he's got this. Everything's good.
yep.
Magic,
going-
different magics always play well together.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to boost him since it is my yard.
Sounds good.
Maybe we roll awareness, alertness, and the status, please.
That sounds good to me.
Yep.
Take a +2.
Okay. Can I use Principle of Immortality with the thing of being an immortal magic fae for this? Or not really?
No, you have not encountered this before.
Yeah, I figured as much. Okay, I'll take that +2.
Even for you, this is a new experience.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I think I'm also going to spend one of my hero points for this session, so that will be a +3.
Nick, could I just counter argue? Didn't you say he had a ticket 700 years ago?
Yes. That doesn't mean he knows this magic.
Oh, fair.
So that will be with the +3 total of 6, which I believe is in success with the minor twist territory.
You're getting my +2 as well.
Yep.
So it's
That's why +3 total, because I was only spending a +1.
okay. So yeah, success with a minor twist.
So much this. I'm looking for areas of magic activity, right?
Yeah.
So the main thing that you get, you're like, okay, this is weird. This is hard to think about. Why is it working like this? But you have some ideas. You're like, well, there's one thing you do find that looks suspicious at first, which is down the southwest. There's part that's kind of distorted and weird right now.
Oh, what? That's kind of distorted and weird
A
right
part
now?
of the city that's a little distorted and weird, and you didn't really notice it until you were actively looking for weird magic effects and trying to analyze it. Like, zoomed out, you never would have seen this. But something like in the middle of, let's double check, down near McKinley Park is a little off. And like when you zoom in, things don't quite look right.
Something weird's going on there. Do you know if have you spotted anything there before?
I don't believe we've ever been in that area before.
Well, I'd say we might want to head there next. If it's a park, there's gotta be plenty of animals walking around. Maybe not cats, but yeah, they should listen if I talk.
That's fair. By the way, how many languages do you speak?
Define what you mean language, because you humans have way too many tons you go through.
Well, do you by chance know Latin?
I think I have to roll for Latin because, like, I don't think I can say Latin is 100% assumed to have been learned as an ancient Celtic spirit.
I
Yeah.
think you do have to roll for Latin.
But I figured
I
that
can
was
roll. I think I can use Principle of Immortality for this one, though.
But I
Yes.
figured that would be the cliffhanger for our next set, so the other group can go first.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
So it's Jitters time, eh?
Jitters time, the best time of the day.
I'll be back.
So right now, Jitters is literally just at a hot dog stand getting his like getting a random bite to eat.
Okay. I don't want to scare the hot dog stand guy. He didn't do anything wrong. I'm gonna wait. So Jitters is rounding a corner at some point, right?
Rounding a corner, he's going to a park to like sit down, drink, get a drink, eat a hot dog.
What time of day are we at?
Probably early evening.
Cool. I think I'm just gonna appear sitting next to him. And Dan, I'm gonna cloak me and Dan just long enough for us to get into scary positions, and then we're just gonna kind of like appear out of like the foggy evening.
Yep, and so each eating, halfway through a bite, looks up, goes, "You're
Well, I'm just like, that looks pretty good, Jittis. You get that over on 4th? They make great dogs over there.
He looks down. He kind of dropped a bit of relish on your coat, and
Hey,
then nods.
Watch the duds, Jitters. It's a new coat.
I think Founder's just going to be twirling a screwdriver between his fingers.
Nice.
Jitters is gonna chew very quickly. Can I help you, Mr. Boogeyman, sir? And
My associate here.
Foundry is the name.
He's good with tools.
oh shit, you mean that foundry?
I know a lot of people, Jitters. But I gotta say, you were very helpful, as I can see from you sticking around. Of course, for this to be a continually mutual relationship, I do need to know more. What are the family, what are the mob and the mafia up to these days, Jitters? You have your ear to the ground, and I'd like to keep this, just like you, I'd like to keep this war from starting.
No.
So what do you know?
I mean, like, look, it's pretty obvious for the Italians. The 2 other guys are behind bars now, and they're not going to stand for that.
Yeah, I know I put him there. Tell me something I don't know.
Well, big thing. They sort of got a little bit of a betting pool going on, which is the question: once Jimmy like heals up, is he just gonna eat his way out of a cell and then they're gonna be back, or are they gonna have to bust him out?
Sorry, I was distracted. Can you say that again, Nick? I apologize.
Basically, the complicated thing is Jimmy took a lot of damage going down.
Yeah, he definitely did.
So they're basically like, right now they're kind of waiting a little bit for him to heal up, and is the question of, can he bust out, just like break down another wall and walk out of jail, or is there going to have to be a plan? They're not really sure because he has to heal up.
Right, but like,
what you're just saying is the Italians are
like. Hold on, I have a question for Jimmy. I'm like, do they know how people are kept in that prison?
Well, they woulda if Bazooka got out. I don't think, like, the big one. No, I don't think anyone really knows.
And it's better if it stays that way. So are they just waiting for Jimmy to break out on his own then?
They're basically delaying a bit until, like, they know how fast Jimmy recovers. They're going to see if he can bust out on his own. Otherwise, they're going to launch another bigger operation to get him and Bazooka out.
Problem. Do you know the timeline on this?
Look, I know Jimmy's high up. I don't know how fast they think he heals.
I know exactly how fast Jimmy heals, right?
Yeah, you know exactly how fast Jimmy heals. Jitters does not.
Yeah. About what am I thinking time-wise? In theory, at least what would I think they would? How long do I think they would wait based on how long I know it takes Jimmy to heal?
Week and a half.
Okay, so they might. That gives us maybe a week and a half, maybe 2.
Yep. Yeah, so that's that. The big thing is though, last I heard, mobs get Nancy, and now two of the big guys and the Italians are behind bars.
Who's getting Nancy?
The mob.
Oh, the mob. Right. So the mob might be willing to make a move now.
Yep.
What's their move? They lost their weapons manufacturing.
They lost the manufacturer, but they didn't lose everything he made.
Right. So what's the strike then? Where?
I bet it's the docks.
Disrupt the shipments?
Disrupt the shipments. Like, it's either the docks or go this is crazy talk. Go in and try and finish off Jimmy.
Almost tempted to let them do that. But a lot of people would probably, oh, you don't need to worry about that, Jimmy. You don't need to worry about that, Jitters. Any other useful pieces of information you could tell us?
Well, I think it sounds like some more guys like yous showed up. In terms of he points at the fire.
That gets my interest. Showed up for who? Where?
I don't know. They've just been hitting minor guys right now.
And it looks like what I can do?
More like what he can do. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how you built that thing. Assuming you're the foundry, I think you are probably, but more like that.
So normal fire.
I mean, look. I don't know how you make a gun that shoots fire, but they got a gun that shoots fire. That's all I heard.
Flamethrowers were around World War One.
Flamethrowers are a distinct thing. Jitters is saying a gun that shoots fire.
Ooh.
Yeah. You know where there was the last sighting of that?
West. I think it was out west. They must have been hitting the Italians so far.
All right, so they're probably with the mob as well. All right. You've been very helpful tonight, Jitters. I gotta say, I very much enjoy our relationship. You wanna finish that hot dog, by the way?
I'd like to finish my hot dog, yeah, Mr. Boogeyman.
You enjoy that, Jitters. It's a good hot dog.
Mm-hmm.
Have a pleasant evening, Jitters. Oh, and Mr. Cease's layoff should switch to decaf. It's better for your health. You don't want to go to an early grave now, do you, Jitters?
Jitters is just gonna put the hot dog in his mouth and slowly chew.
Nice to meet you, Jitters.
Oh, Jitters.
I'm going
We're
to
just gonna leave. I'm like, as we leave, I'm just like, it's fun messing with them, though, right? You know?
You know, it kind of is. You want to get a hot dog after we change out of this stuff?
I mean, I'll eat with you in solidarity, but yeah.
Foundry will pay for the hot dog since you don't really get much out of it.
Yep.
It's all good. I get the memory of it.
Mm-hmm.
Or as Jeff Bridges said, I like the mouthfeel.
Hold on. Good for this. So we have a couple leads we can follow, it sounds like.
Sounds like I think Mr. C and Good Spirits are probably following one of your leads.
Yeah.
This is what I think of with that comment. Props to anyone that knows the meme reference.
Where'd you post it?
I have no idea what that is.
That is from the last Unicorn.
Oh, I remember that movie.
Fucking love that movie. It's like crazy ass skeleton. It's like, give me this empty bottle. And it's like, doesn't have any wine. Yeah, but I remember drinking wine. Give it to me.
You know,
See, I was thinking RPID.
All right. Okay, so I guess we should try to meet back up then.
Yep.
For a little
Yeah, we might as well.
information gathering. We come back. You know, do you want to buy hot dogs for everyone? Let's buy hot dogs for the guys. I'm gonna buy you guys some hot dogs. We show back up with hot dogs.
I guess we rejoin the group before we investigate the park then.
Oh, I was gonna ask you about the book.
Which I can see while we show up whether or not it can read Latin, because there's a chance that like
I really want you to roll a major twist.
so this one I believe I can use immortality.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I do not have a mental power at all.
Come on, major twist. I know exactly what I want to recommend for this.
Are we in green still, or are we in yellow now?
You're in yellow now.
But the tracker says
Damn it.
red.
There you go. You're in yellow right now.
Do I want to spend anything on this? I don't
No.
think I care enough to spend on this.
No, don't spend anything on this.
But you get principle of immortality.
Principle
Yeah.
matters. What
Usually.
skills power do you want to justify that?
I was going to do the I'm an immortal fake hat.
Yeah, that's legit.
And that is an 8, which I believe is still a success with minor twist.
Nope,
Nope.
no, that's full success.
That's
Eight's the
full
threshold.
success.
Full success.
Answer is, yeah, you do. You're probably pretty rusty, but you do.
Okay.
I also posted a world building update of like, did the Roman Empire have any relations with Ireland? And the answer is, okay, yeah, there's a Wikipedia article on that.
The Roman Empire had relationships with everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had relationships with China.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be like, would you by chance be able to tell me what's going on with this? And I'm going to like dig out this giant ass book and hand it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will start reading through and flipping through that and be like, is there anything in particular looking from on this, or what?
Well, this is my instruction manual on how to be Mr. Conductor.
Huh.
Okay? So, Sean, out of character, I invoke your principle of chaos. Don't tell me what's actually in this book until the end of this issue. Or, I'm sorry, not issue, collection. Feel free to fuck with me.
Okay, so it is very important that all animals are given free food.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, but not every train has a dining car. Do I have to? Oh gosh.
Well,
It's
you
part of
don't need to like bring a
hospitality.
full. You don't need to give a full course meal, but but like if you see a stray cat or anything like that, you have to give it at least something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think I can do that. I wish I knew where capitalism went. I could really use like $5 to buy like I don't know, a couple of cans of tuna. I'll make do. Again, I'm trying to be good and follow the book. You know.
Very important that you leave out an offering every Samhain.
Every what? Every what? What?
Samhain.
I don't know what that is. Does it explain what that is?
It's important festival on the 1st of November. Marking it's for like the end of the harvest season, and you always need to before then you should be the night before or the morning of making sure to give offerings to ensure a good winter.
Okay. I'm going to take out a notepad and start writing all this down. Rules to be a good Mr. Conductor. Give food to animals. Sandtime. November 1st. Offering good winter. Anything else? What constitutes a good offering?
Okay, hilarious. I think Sam Hine might actually be in this book.
I gave good spirits what actually is in this book, so that you can have fun making things up.
Well,
Oh,
it depends on which one you're trying to appease. Definitely, at the very least, you should be giving a putting saucer of milk out with at least some snack as well.
Okay. Rules to be a good Mr. Conductor. 1. Feed animals, stray animals. How do you spell Sandheim? I need to make sure I have the spelling correctly.
I'll put that in world building as well, as I occasionally just link to Wikipedia articles or articles on slang.
Yep.
I didn't put the Cats with article, the Cats with article in world building. Where did I put that? I'll throw that there as well, just for the reference of the things of how many times I've just on character, especially before the reveal, just refer to something exactly from this article.
Okay, so minimum is 1 saucer of milk and some meat, you said?
Meat, fish, something as a snack food. Yeah, railway cats are very important.
Runaway cats are very important.
Well, railway stations should have a cat.
Oh. Oh.
Good spirits is not a future site to know where Japan goes.
Damn it. I feel like this is still something I could just state.
It is. However, I know what you're referencing.
Nick,
What?
does my remote viewing tell me if there are cats?
In where?
The nearest railway station.
I think cats are large enough you'd get them.
Okay, are there in fact cats at every railway station in Chicago?
Define
Define what?
Define at. Like within a 100-foot radius, probably. There's a lot of stray cats.
But are they living in the station?
All of them.
All of them are. Okay, good.
Not all of them. A fair number, but not all.
Well, every railway station needs to have a cat, so okay.
Yep.
Let me check that off. Okay. I'm just going to leave my rules to be a good Mr. Conductor. Where the fuck am I putting this? In character chat, I guess. So I have this written down on a notepad.
Yep.
Okay. I guess at this point we meet back up with Boogeyman and Foundry, and they see me feverishly scribbling in a notepad everything you're telling me about that book.
Yeah, I will eventually get to the things actually in the book.
That's fine.
So we show back up with hot dogs for you guys.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. I'm gonna try to grab all the hot dogs and say these will be perfect offerings for the cats.
I look over at you, Sean, trying to figure out what is going on.
Isn't it great?
This is what happens when principle of order meets principle of chaos.
This is what happens when only one person reads ancient dead languages.
Yeah. Also, Nick, can I point out what's actually going on?
I'll check it out.
Huh? Oh.
This looks nice, actually.
I've reiterated 3 times. I'm writing this down in a notepad.
Oh, the list of what's going on for your book or for the town?
Oh, from my book. I have it in character.
Oh, yeah, no. You can keep writing that down for all of it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think we'll do.
I want to make sure I have a shorthand list on my person at all times.
Hey, is there any time you would want to build a new train line?
Hmm? Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It never crossed my mind. Is that something I need to do?
Yeah, it's something you can do.
But the trains already go anywhere, everywhere. Why would I need to make a new one?
Yeah, that's what I'm confused by.
Oh, well, okay. So I will put. I can make a new train line.
All right, so let's while you guys are debating that, should we share information?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
So
found a weird magic thing, and we tell you what we learned from Jitters.
Yeah, we found a park that for some reason seems to like it would be having weird magic going on, and it kind of messes with the ability to view it. So something weird is happening there.
And we said this is Nick related to the gun that shoots fire.
Yeah,
This is
that is exactly what Jitter said that has been going on.
and it's coming from that area.
This is a little further south, but yeah, and south is in Italian territory.
Hmm. You think they're connected? Because I'm thinking maybe we do some investigating. You know.
I'd like to look into this park just because that definitely isn't normal, and don't know what would be building up there.
Yeah, we should see if they're linked at all.
Yeah, it would be either someone very much doesn't want people looking into that park, or someone's doing something weird enough in the park that it's distorting any other magic. And both are not something I'd be expecting to see.
Yeah, we're already dealing with enough weird magic just between us and whatever the Irish are bringing in. The more we can ID, the better. Should we look into it?
I think so. So, all right, all aboard. Next stop. You said Brighton Park, Nick, or McKinley Park.
McKinley Park.
McKinley Park.
All aboard. Next stop, McKinley Park.
Choo-choo.
So going a decent way across the city for this one. We're gonna shift over to red.
Does it matter?
So you arrive at the park, and the park is partially on fire.
Oh dear.
Oh. That's a little bit of a problem.
And you hear the sounds of fighting coming from further west.
Oh, all right. We should probably put this out and investigate. Anyone who's good at overcoming to put out a fire?
Hi. Nick, I would like to use principle of clockwork, and I'm going to whistle for a train with a water tanker on the back of it, and as it, I'm going to make the train like have kind of like a sharp angle, or the train tracks have a sharp angle, so like as it cuts that, all the water is just going to kind of slosh out of the loosened lid of it, and it's just going to go spraying around as much of the park as possible without actually damaging anything.
I say, do you want to assist on that?
I would love an assist on that.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and use Principle of Defender for this.
So both of you will be rolling overcomes.
Yeah,
I mean, how many overcomes does it take, Nick?
it's
Honestly,
not-
you only need the one here.
Oh, so
All right. So 4 gives what? Is that still +1 or is that a +2?
plus two.
Okay, so you get a +2.
Oh, well, you can't use a.
Oh yeah, it's not a principle here.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh, okay. So all right, so just +1 then.
It's still helpful.
But thank you.
Yeah.
I guess magical lore, and we're in red. You said, Nick,
Yep.
and principle of clockwork. Does it apply or not?
Yeah, I'll give it to you for this one.
Cool. So that's a total of 10.
Yeah,
Nice.
you are very good at putting out the fire that has been lit in this park. You do hear people running away from the fighting, saying there's crazy stuff going on, fires being thrown.
We need to stop this. People are in danger.
Okay, let's can we head to the confrontation?
You can have to, I'm giving you guys basically a round to set yourselves up with something because you know you're running towards a fight.
Okay.
Well,
I guess some boosts then.
Well, me and Dan already acted.
What are you thinking, Sean?
I think I might just summon.
Do you want like me to boost you for that?
Sure, if you want.
Just to maybe get a better minion. I
We
can
also
I'll be
do
getting. We're in red currently. We will be I will be entering with good minions.
Oh, wait. We're in red.
Okay, I'm not letting you guys enter with full like summon everything.
Okay, that's fair. Let's just do boosts then.
Right.
Yeah, like this is not meant to be free full red action before entering the fight. This is give yourselves a boost, a thing, or something like that.
Right. So I'm gonna boost, Sean. I'm gonna boost you to make a minion because you can still make a minion, right?
I might give someone a persistent boost instead, if that's okay.
That is also fine.
Do you want me to boost you so you can persistent boost someone better?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah. I'm just doing this as I return some of that infernal power to you.
Okay.
Like we got that connection.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a +2.
Nice. So I'm basically, I know a lot of weird magic stuff and it has been going on here. I am going to try and call on and find the most kind of touched by magic animal in the area and get it to be kind of an advisor on the area for, I think, Mr. C.
Mm-hmm.
Good person to boost.
Yep.
And let's
Thank you.
see.
With the
That would
+2, that gets him
be
a 3.
+2. Yep. Actually,
wait,
also let me re-roll the D4 real quick. That's still the exact same. So yeah, that will be a persistent +3. As Nick, you can choose what animal, but I find one that's been a bit more touched by the weird magic of the area to just kind of advise Mr. C on the area and the magic affecting it.
Sounds
I also
good.
finally named my abilities.
Good.
We're gonna go probably a rat in this case.
Reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have a rat.
Yep, you have a magic rat sitting on your shoulder, whispering you arcane secrets.
So you have just given him Ratatouille, but for magic.
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Conundrum does have a hat.
Do you have a name? Magic speaking rat? Squeak, squeak. Okay, squeak, squeak. Under the hat
His
you
name
go.
is Squawk, obvious.
Squat?
Squawk. He really wants to be a parrot, but he's a rat.
Okay,
He'll get
squawk.
there in he'll get there in his next life.
I mean, I don't think you should, count yourself out of this life yet. You've got so much to live for.
Indeed. All right, so that was Good Spirits and Boogeyman. Mr. C and Foundry, do you guys want to throw a boost or do a something before going into this?
I mean, we did our overcomes. Are you?
Oh, fair enough. That is correct. Thank you for timing.
Yeah. I mean, if not, I will happily boost everybody. But
so yeah, you just go down the street. There is an ongoing mobile fight going on between some superpowered groups, given everything that you're seeing. There's a bunch of different there's like cars that have been flipped, a bunch of minor fires or things that have kind of gotten broken. Real weird stuff. You're like, oh, there's magic residue all over this place. And let me make sure I go to the right one.
okay. Also, Nick, I'm just assuming that I'm starting in my next stop.
Yep.
mode, because I've been in that for the past like I've been in that mode since I was at the meeting. And I
Yep.
haven't swapped out.
You eventually get to a more residential area where a few people are actively fighting still.
Professor Gamma. Good lord.
There's two parts right now.
Oh Jesus. Are we back at full HP, by the way?
Yeah, you're all at full HP. So
Dr. Iota.
You do in fact see someone who is familiar to a bunch of you, which is the mad sorcerer Rasputin.
Rasputin.
He has numerous what?
Lover of the Russian Queen.
Lover of the Russian Queen. He has a bunch of magical dolls running around chasing after this man with a gun that is literally shooting bright red fire that ignites things where it hits.
Which guy is?
Professor Gamma.
Oh boy. Okay, so it looks like we've got two villains and civilians and two civilians to save in each area.
Let's start by getting the civilians to safety.
Yep. Where are you guys coming in? They don't for the tracker. I have to pop capitalism out. We have the four heroes. We have allied lieutenants, the environment, Rasputin, and the minions.
Why do we have allied lieutenants?
Because you have allied lieutenants.
Oh, these are not gang members. These are part of the these are people that work for Red Tape, aren't they? Or other vigilantes.
Yeah, Nick, are they like official workers of Red Tape and the police force, or are they vigilantes?
So, before we go in, can someone give me an overcome to know what's going on there?
Nope.
Does that criminal underworld apply?
No, this does not take your action.
Okay.
Does principle of the underworld apply? Like, are these like
that would tell you if they were working for the mob or the mafia?
Would blue collar help at all?
I'd let blue collar work, so Foundry can roll the overcome to see.
Yeah, please.
All right. God, I don't really have a power for this.
What's your I don't know.
Yeah, I have to roll a blank.
I've used untrained power so often.
And is untrained D4?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
All right, this is a really bad roll. Guess I'll throw a +1 at this to try to make it less terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use Defender for this? Since it's related to heroes or possible or like a rescue situation.
Double check defend. Oh no, you can use blue collar.
No, but I mean the principle is what I mean.
Let me just double check what principle defender. You know what? Actually, yeah, it's about fellow superheroes. You can use.
Okay. All right. Well.
Wow.
That didn't go well.
Major twist.
Would you like to fail or take a major twist and succeed?
Oh god.
I would just fail this.
I think I'm gonna fail. It's just a knowledge roll.
Yeah, Foundry, you're like, there's someone here.
Like,
well,
is it just Foundry making the roll, or should we all make it?
No, I was asking for one of you to make the roll.
Okay.
I rolled terribly tonight.
Yep. You can, because you're coming in when you want to, place yourselves wherever you want. And I'm going to use the bathroom before this scene starts. So I'll do
okay. So how do we want to do this? We got to get the civilians to safety. The biggest fight looks to be around Rasputin, because there's also a fire guy here, right? Professor Gamma's shooting the fire.
Yeah.
So we also probably want to make sure we do save the don't ignore the others entirely.
Well, like I said, I think we can split a little bit here.
Here. I can act pretty independently. I'll go to the bottom.
Okay, if you're okay with kind of helping people out down there, one of the rest of us stay up here.
Okay. I mean, I'm I'll work on getting people out because that's my
Yeah,
shtick.
and Dan can also join us again very quickly because of his movement power.
Yeah.
We probably should. I have a movement power as well, so I'll stick with Dan.
All right, that's fair. I don't, so I gotta like.
If you're in the same zone as me, you have movement
Yeah,
power.
so I think me and Mr. C will be fighting Rasputin.
Also, this map looks shockingly familiar.
I'm reusing an old map, Sumo. Some people make really good maps, and I don't have enough of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's going to be a lot of map reuse because I like this city streets map. It divides into many good sections for me.
It's fine. A lot of cities look
Yeah.
very similar.
It's like
Yep.
Sideways Australia.
Indeed. All right, so you have divided yourselves up. Woman, and Founder needs to be bigger.
I love how me and Boogeyman are in the zone with Rasputin. Oh, also, Sean, you said you gave me a persistent +2?
Was it +2 or was it +3?
Oh, +3, right? Because you gave it a boost.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm just giving myself that persistence so I remember.
All right, so Boogeyman, please drag yourself onto the map.
Oh, sorry. Yep, 1 minute.
It's a especially good thing for who's there because what you notice is you're entering into the fight as Rasputin he picks up some really weird Mr. C and Boogeyman have no idea what the fuck this thing is he's holding. Is like, finally I have it, the source, and soon it will enable my ascension. Thank you, Professor. Your services are most useful.
He's
And,
a villain.
Way, you have been overcome. Two successes to get that device back is timed, which is to say, if you don't do it by the time the scene gets to yellow, problems.
Yeah, I was gonna try to get. Even if he hadn't said anything, I was gonna try to get that device from him.
Yep. Meanwhile, Gabriel's just like looks at the two of you as get that. He's gonna just as soon as you start moving, like nod, yes, get that back.
Does he say that or does he nod to us?
No, he says like as you're going, yes, get that back. He cannot be allowed to keep that to the device.
Don't tell us what to do, villain.
Great. Down south, just for the start, giving you guys some fluff for the start. Iona also has this weird gun, and is standing between the Matryoshka dolls and the civilians. Just looks at us. Oh, okay, Foundry, I'm a huge fan. We need to fight this. I'm on your guys' side.
Does her gun shoot electricity?
It might.
Yay.
We'll find out.
Anyway, who wants to take the first action?
I mean, I guess I can, since apparently I have a fangirl.
That sounds good.
Congrats.
Alright. Well, let's get the civilians out first.
Yep.
I have a lot of questions about that, but let's get the civilians out here first. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do... I guess we'll just do an overcome to get civilians out of here.
Yep.
And I think you can use Principle of Defender again.
Oh yeah, we're definitely using Defender for this.
100%. Defender is...
Okay, 7.
Yeah. I think it gives you a minor twist.
Yeah, I'll take the minor. Yeah, we'll take the minor and get
minor
one of them out.
twist. One of the dolls headbutts you for max die damage as you get the civilian out.
So my max die?
Yep, max die on your roll, just that physical damage from being headbutted by a doll.
Okay, well I take 5 after DR then.
Yep.
Alright.
Who's next, Foundry?
Who else was getting civilians out?
It
Yep.
is.
Okay, Mr. Conductor will take the next action.
Choo choo. Mr. Conductor will run over to the child and woman and say, "Don't worry, the next train is coming." Pulls out stopwatch, looks at it. "Right now," blows into my whistle, and the rat's gonna be like, "Make sure they turn the left out at Main Street to give me that boost."
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's see. Can I use principle of clockwork?
Doesn't feel like you're doing anything with a simple tool. You're just summoning a train, is he?
I've kind of been fluffing clockwork as precise timing. I can use
You know
principle
what?
of
That's
ordering.
fair. That is completely fair. Go for it.
Yeah, and let's see, awareness and alertness, I guess, or
Yeah. Use your classic.
okay, and D6. Okay.
D6.
Okay, so
There you go.
that's a 12.
Ooh, is that
That
it?
does in fact get both of them out.
Yeah, Mr. Conductor will blow, and they will immediately get scooped up. And as soon as civilians are out of the way, I'm just going to turn and say, "Rasputin, how did you get here?"
I've been here this entire time, Conductor. And now he holds the device up. I finally have enough. Okay, there we go. I fixed roll 20 because it messed up on me.
Anybody have a preference as to who wants to go next, or should I pass it to the nesting dolls? Because I don't think any of us have AoEs. And I think they should go before Sean summons.
I don't have any AoEs outside
You
of
do an
yellow.
overcome this turn instead.
Oh,
I might do an overcome instead this turn to get the last civilian out.
All right. Do we want to pass to Sean then?
sure. Sean, go for it.
Because once the civilians are out, we can go ham.
So, I would like to basically for getting the civilian out to basically use principle of chaos, because I am just going to call on I'm going to loudly command all of the animals in the area to join me in this fight. And then, as they're just running around everywhere in that distraction, going to just hand off the kid to a group of them to run away. Basically, make it seem like I'm calling an animal swarm for causing problems, but just basically causing confusion to get the kid out during.
I like it.
So, it'll be Principle of Chaos.
Principle of chaos. For safety. And save it.
Yeah. Look, if you're going to do nonsense, you might as well do it safely.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be a 7.
There's also a minor twist. I think same as Foundry. Take damage equal to max die as the dolls swarm you. Especially you. They're trying to bite you.
Because you are tasty.
Jerks.
Mm-hmm. Who is next?
Definitely not me. Like I'm.
Let's
Save me close to the end of
Send it to the dolls.
Let's hand it to the dolls now. We got the civilians out. We can give it to the dolls.
To the dolls it is.
Are there more dolls?
No, right now there's just these many dolls. I feel like as per normal, one is going at Iota, 2 are going at Foundry, 1 is going at Good Spirits down south. Let me just see. Iota's fine. Ooh. Foundry. 9 and then 3 damage coming at you. Physical.
getting a lot of damage early in this fight.
Good Spirits, 3 damage coming at you. They're just fighting. Up north, however, which of you is going most aggressively towards Rasputin?
I mean, I'm definitely much more aggressive towards Rasputin right now.
All right, so 2 are going after Boogeyman then. And these guys are actually doing hinders. You feel something. Well, they're trying to bite Gamma, but you two feel these dolls trying to suck your magical energy away.
Oh, right, I remember this crap.
I hate these dolls so much.
Gamma downgrades as he gets bludgeoned by a giant doll.
Wait, hold on. They're lieutenants? Oh, no. Oh, they suck.
Gamma and Iona, they're lieutenants.
Uh-oh.
What's on OX?
That they're lieutenants. I thought they were better than that. Oh, no.
No one besides you guys are characters. They're D10 lieutenants. Don't worry, they have some fun stuff once they get a chance to do things.
Okay.
Izzy, -2 hinder to Mr. C as his magic is being drained away.
Sure.
Boogeyman takes a -1 and a -3.
Ugh, gross. Normally not a problem if I'm fighting them, but much more annoying if I'm trying to do something like an overcome.
Yep.
Yeah, it is important that this gets stolen.
Mm-hmm. And then I think they are passing to their master. Going to just look at you and go, Conductor, Boogeyman. It will not end the same way this time.
I thought we were...
He is going to attempt to, he's casting a spell that drains the vitality and power from Mr. Conductor.
Fun.
One moment.
I have no reactions.
Yep.
Soon you will, though.
Mr. Conductor, 5 damage coming at you.
My life force.
And by draining your magic, he has given himself a +1 persistent boost.
To attack me or just in general?
To use magic.
Oh, to first magic. Damn, okay.
He has drained your magic and added it to his own.
We probably, if we have anyone who can, should focus on breaking up that a little.
And he's passing to Boogeyman.
I am so hindered right now. Okay. They have. I actually haven't taken any damage yet, have I?
No, you have not.
Annoying. Okay. I mean, penny in for a penny in for a pound. I think I'm just gonna burn. I think I'm gonna burn all my hero points to get rid of these hinders.
Oof. Legit, but oof.
And get a +1 because I'd like to try to overcome to do one of the overcomes.
Sounds good.
I mean, I know it's a lot, but we need this device gone, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna feel the magic kind of sapping away, and I'm just gonna focus on it and absorb whatever they did to me into the void of myself.
Sounds good.
And then from there, I'm like, oh, that does not feel good. You know, you gotta get out a little bit more. You gotta get out a little bit more, Ruski. You're losing your touch there, but what's that thing you got there? Mind if I take a look? And just nether chain comes out, and I try to grab it with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely don't think I have a principle I can use on this one, unfortunately.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna use stealth for this, just because I kind of came out of nowhere with that shot. And I have a +1 to this. What?
Wax, I realized I forgot one of the things the villain has. Take 2 of your hero points back. You only get hit by 2 -1s.
Oh. Okay. In that case, I'm going to spend no hero points on this and just have it be a straight roll.
Okay.
And we'll see what happens.
Yep, so you have, do you mean spend none at all? Because you still have the -2.
I spend the 2 to get rid of the -2, but no bonuses.
Sounds good.
All right, we're just gonna try a straight roll with this and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
That is a success, at least with a minor twist.
Success with a minor twist, eh? Okay, but I think the answer is you're getting into a magic duel with a magic leech that he's trying to suck from your chain. Hinder yourself with max plus min, but you got the success.
Is it Rasputin hindering me?
I believe by how these twists work, no, it is you hindering you.
Okay, because that matters for things later.
Yeah, no, for how twists work, it is you hindering you, where you're like, oh no, I did this to myself.
So max plus min is the hinder?
Yes, which is a -2.
-2, yep. Okay. Cool. So I at least got a success. I probably have the chain on it and I'm trying to yank it away.
Yeah, you have the chain on it. It's wrapped around his arm. He is trying to pull the magic out from you rather than let you have this, but you're around his arm and you have the device in the chain.
All right. Let's see. I guess from there, let's see. If he's been, I guess it makes sense to pass to the environment.
All right, it's the environment's turn. All right, and so the answer for the environment is Mr. C.
What?
Hold on, let me go find my icons. Where are my icons? Oh, that's why my icons don't exist. So from the environment, because you're in the city of Chicago right now, it turned out that poor kid that you thought you sent away was actually huddling behind something and missed the train. You have a -1 hinder while he's still present. It spawned an extra civilian.
Okay.
So I have a -1 while he's still here.
Because he is now huddling around your leg, crying out desperately for you to help him, not realizing that him doing this is making everything worse.
He is a child.
He is a child.
Okay.
Yeah, it's technically a -1 persistent, but it goes away as soon as this child is not here anymore.
Are the allies on the track?
Yeah, they are next, actually.
Oh, okay.
I just gave them the neutral green border icon for allies. Gam is going to just ask both of you, is like, do either of you know how to use a gun?
Like, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not really my best weapon right here, but I do. Why?
Great. Give me a second. He's rummaging through, like, his utility belt, basically. Grabs a Derringer, chucks it to you. This gun conducts magic? What?
Ooh. Come to Papa, I like.
Yeah,
Maybe
get
call this
+3 boost for gun that conducts magic.
What is it?
+3 boost, gun that conducts magic.
Nice.
I hope you have a license for that. The NRA has been established to prevent people from just running around giving guns to people.
Sean and I have very different interpretations of this development.
He's just gonna stare at you like, look, fuck the law.
Oh, what? I just laugh. I like this guy.
Down south, Iota's looking over is like, alright, look, which of you needs a power-up? I can help both of you right now.
Power-up for what?
She is pulling a device that looks like a smaller version of the thing Rasputin is holding out that is... Well, Foundry actually can go, the fuck is that? And it actually looks for a second. The fuck is the material her glasses and jacket are made out of? You know what that is.
I mean, if you want me to either help deal with dude over there, I'll take something. But I was thinking of, unless you guys think you need a hand with the dolls,
Ooh.
jumping over in a second.
That was a very good roll. Good spirits. She's like, great. I'm assuming this will probably work. I'm throwing ectoplasmic energy in here. Good spirits. Give them +4 boost for doing magic.
Okay. Neat.
You'd like them to pass to next.
Oh yeah, because they ended the round. I mean, either someone who's gonna overcome
Yo,
to get that device, or Izzy to say like to get that civilian out of here.
yeah, just give it to me.
All right, we're passing to Mr. C.
Okay, same deal as last time. I would like to say, don't worry, kid. I'll get you out of here, and I'm gonna blow for a train. And I'd like to use the same thing. I'd like to use principle of order again, or principle of clockwork, if you're letting me do the stop thing, and whisk him away on train tracks.
You can. The hinder does apply because he is not paying attention and crying attached to your leg. But you
It's
do get your
okay. The
principal.
hinders. I'm at a net 0 because of Sean's +3.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, do that again, and it's max die with no modifier.
Yep.
There you go.
9. So he gets out.
He gets out. You no longer have your hinder.
Awesome, and I burned this one. Cool. Next up, I'd like to take a free action.
Which one?
Because as that train was going, another train was passing by because of timing, and Officer Marty Sloan is going to reach his hand out of the window and try to grab the device of Rasputin.
Sounds great.
Oh, Marty, Marty,
Oh,
Marty,
oh,
Marty.
Marty.
Officer Marty.
Can I take the major twist, please?
Oh, okay. Give me a second. What does this major twist do?
Marty.
Marty just make things worse.
I'm just gonna yell at him, Marty, you're not supposed to stand up when the train's in motion. Put on your damn seatbelt.
No, I think the answer is Mr. C has to actually temporarily leave the scene to help Marty as the device electrocutes him and he almost falls out of the train.
Where's the device then? But we got the device because it was still a
Mr. C
success.
is holding the device as it is with Marty.
Oh,
Okay.
so the device just left the scene.
Yep. Mr. C.
Yeah.
An important thing for you, you grab this device, you realize this is a lot of magical energy that if I am too, if you get too hurt or drop it, it's a problem.
If I get too hurt.
So, you guys now have a hot potato. If anyone holding the device ever takes 10 raw damage in a turn, problems happen. Mr. C currently has the device.
Right, but it's out of the scene, right?
But he's not in your zone. It's mostly you and the professor are getting ganged up on this turn. Boogeyman.
Okay, well, I think the question he's asking is, can I just leave it on my train and get another train to come back into the scene?
That is a very bad idea, and you can tell that.
Okay, then.
This is basically you are holding an unstable bomb right now.
Oh, Nick, don't do this to me. Don't do this. I'll see you guys at the middle of yellow.
We'll manage.
Oh, you'll manage. Mr. C, who you're passing it to.
Oh my god, no, Nick. Sean.
Thank you, God. What I was hoping someone would post.
Yep. I can go next, but I'm going to check with Foundry and Iota of, do you guys need me to stay here and help deal with these dolls, or should I go support the others against Rasputin?
I mean, honestly, I was about to change scenes. I figure you can use minions for minions.
Okay. Then I am going to do that and start sending out some minions of my own. And you know what? I'm going to spend the 4 hero points just to bump my red to yellow because I got knocked to yellow last turn, so might as well get this early.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to be doing that. I also have this buff thing that Nick gave me. And I have the... So I'll be throwing 2 of these dudes out. Heat. I think I am going. Let me just double check things. Of a 8, that's a +3,
Yep.
and I have a. Okay, I am actually going to use the +4 from the that I got from Dr. Iota's device to summon a very strong minion, which is also going to get stealthy added to it, meaning that it does not downgrade when it makes it save.
I'm going to trust you to keep track of all of these because I'm not.
That is fair. And the other is going to be just a... What does D6 translate to? A D8 minion. The D12 is going to be a defense minion. No, wait, D12 is going to be a boost minion, and the D8 is going to be a attack minion.
So notably, you do get your boost for both of them for this.
Oh. Then the other one is also going to grab Swift,
Sounds
so
good.
that it will roll twice for its action and choose the higher.
Sounds good.
And that is going to be, I believe, it for me, yeah.
All right. Who's next, good spirits?
Let's see. I think I might pass to Boogeyman. No, wait. The thing was done. They have to, their... Us, we probably do want to control turn order. Would you be annoyed if I passed to Rasputin?
Go for it.
Okay, I'm going to pass to Rasputin.
I can handle it.
Okay. What is he gonna do?
He lost his device.
And the guy with the device is not back yet.
Well, I suppose at least there's a different magical nexus for me to draw power from. Going after Boogeyman.
Of course.
Boogeyman, a type 6 coming at you.
All right, I'll take it. I mean, I have no choice, but
And now he has a +1 and a +2 persistent boost for having drawn magic from people.
all right.
I think he's going to pass to his dolls.
All right.
Who, again, are descending on Professor Gamma with biting, which is bad for the poor professor. Well, he saves against one of the two.
All right.
And, against the Boogeyman, I think he's going to attack.
They're gonna attack me.
Yep. 3 and 3, Boogeyman.
All right. So 6 total damage.
Yep.
All good with me. That's gonna push me into a zone I want to be.
Then down south, we're going to... Oh, actually, there's a lot of things going on right now. Good spirits, are you standing in front of either of your minions, or are you standing behind them?
I'll stand next to them.
Then the dolls are going to go like yo, because Ione is definitely standing behind the giant mech that is Foundry.
Okay.
Foundry, 4 and 4 damage coming at you.
Okay.
That tickles him.
Yeah, it's 2 and 2 for me.
Yep. Good Spirits, 5 damage at you, 4 damage at your D12 minion.
Okay. What type of won't matter till next turn, but what type of damage is this?
Melee.
Okay. And how let's see. I'll try to defend the one there. How much damage did you say was coming in?
5 and 4. 5 against you, 4 against your minion.
Okay. Fuck, really? Okay, the minion dies.
The big one?
Yep, I rolled a 2 to defend it, and then it rolled a 1. And it needed literally any other roll.
Oh.
Yep. So okay,
I'm sorry.
I'll summon more. And that was just atrociously bad luck.
That was just atrociously bad luck.
We're getting a lot of ones
Foundry,
this
I might want you to stick around for another turn before you jump over to help them, because that's gonna slow me down a bit.
Okay, fair enough. I'm also in yellow now, so I can do a little more.
Having done that with the minions, they are going to pass to Boogeyman.
All right. I am not really an AoE person, unfortunately. But I can do my best. Let's see. I think. Let's do a little healing. I don't have to use the boost he gave me yet, right?
Nope, you can use it when you choose to.
Okay, because then I'm gonna just do Graven Grasp on I'm probably gonna just try to hit Rasputin.
Okay.
I'll burn my -2 on that.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully he doesn't absorb this. I don't know quite how this goes.
Yep.
All right. Ooh, good hit. That's gonna be I have to apply the -2 to the max, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then he'll take 8.
So, reaction, he is in fact absorbing that and converting it into a new doll. It's only a D6, though.
Okay, good to know he can do that. He can just do that with 1 hit per turn?
It's a reaction.
Right, so 1 hit per turn, roughly.
Unless he has something special.
Okay. Okay. I'm like, crap.
Oh, thank you. Yes, please, keep feeding me.
Right. Okay, I guess I gotta pass. Let's throw it over to the environment again.
The environment, eh?
Swear to God, if there's another kid hiding in a...
I'm not using the same environment twist more than once in a row. Wow, that's sad. You know what? That was such a sad roll. The answer is a building partially collapses on Foundry and he ignores it because it only dealt 1 damage to him.
It's just a cool explosion effect.
There's just a cool explosion and Foundry tanks it like a boss.
The newspapers are going to be all over us.
Yep. And then the environment will pass to your allies. Gamma's gonna shoot at one of these minions now because duh. Oh, which downgrades it. Iota's gonna look at Good Spirits and just, are you doing alright?
We'll get could be better, but I'll make it work.
You want more power or reconstitution? I think pulls out a notebook. No, I think the reconstitution rate will work on you. Probably.
Let's go for more power right now.
She is instead feeding you more magical energy. Take +2 boost.
Okay.
And Foundry is the final tech.
Foundry smash. Foundry smash.
Dan?
Yeah, Foundry Smash. Sean wanted me to stick around for a turn, so I guess we'll see how much damage we can do.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so let's that's kind of bad. Yellow. Alright. Okay, so 6, 4, and 4 to 3 of the minions, and I take 4 damage because I got a double.
Yep.
Or I can take a minor twist.
Twists are fun, in my opinion.
I'll take the twist.
So downgrade because they rolled like crap. Aha! A minion that does not roll like crap.
Are they minions or lieutenants?
They're minions. However, they are Mostrelska dolls.
So that means
Its
if they
save was
fail-
successful. It splits into 2 that downgrade.
Yeah, we really need capitalism. Actually, with that in mind, can I? So I can use 4 hero points to move a red into yellow, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna move. With that in mind, I'm gonna move combustion into yellow.
Nice.
Reasonable.
Well, you can wait to do that next turn since that's an action.
That's
And-
true.
Yep. And for your minor twist, I think you I think the answer honestly is the scene escalates as Foundry realizes, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, and suddenly the smiling faces of the dolls take on a whole new meaning.
Okay.
What?
The scene escalated 1 for the twist.
Cool. Can I go next? I'm gonna summon and attack some.
Says it is a new turn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. D8 minion is attacking and it rolls twice and does the better of the 2. It's going to be attacking one of the already weakened ones. 4. Not
Forward.
exactly what I was wanting there, but whatever.
Well, so it downgrades and splits.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to kill one of them, but roll did not work out well. Then going to create 2 more minions. Let me just check a thing for that. 9 to 11 is still that. 7 is still going to be a D8 as well, so I'm not going to be spending the +2 on that. I am getting a D10 and a D8 minion.
Remember your boost also.
And
Remember you got a +2
Sorry.
boost.
Yep. Upgrading 5 to 7 is still D8, and upgrading 9 to 11 is still D10. So I'm going to hold on to that boost.
Your wave of minions will overwhelm his wave of minions eventually.
Yep, and I'm going to give the 8, spending that +3 on a Swift again, and that will be an offense, while the D10 is going to be a boost and going to get Swift again. Oh no, I mean Stealth again.
Sounds good. Who is next, good spirits?
I have a dumb idea.
I'll pass to you then.
Okay. I'm like, all right. Fine, you want to play it that way, Ruski? I'm going to disappear into the mist. Like, I'm going to have mist kind of surround me, disappear into them. And I'm going to pop out. I'm just going to slug him in the face.
Okay.
I'm not using a special attack. I'm just going to attack him.
Sounds good. What abilities are you going to use?
I'm using invisibility and stealth because I'm popping out of nowhere and just decking him.
Do it.
I can't use the magic gun on this because it's specifically not magic.
Yep.
I'll take 6 damage to his jaw.
Yeah, 6 damage happens right to his jaw.
Yeah, react to that, bastard.
Yep.
I'm actually curious what his reaction is to that. Yeah, I just sock him.
He actually just, like, his head snaps, like, oh, my jaw. Oh, it's gonna take so long to heal.
Yeah. You know, before I was like this, I used to do this for a living. You want to go a couple rounds in the ring?
It's uncivilized.
Yeah, that's what losers say when they're in the ground.
Yep.
I think this is funny, so I'm just gonna pass to him.
Just have a fucking boxing match.
I'm gonna have a boxing match with Rasputin. Let's do this.
Yep. And he is, like, you know, I think the two of you need a lesson in proper magic. Let's see. Oh, actually, his status die is worse now. Give me a sec.
Because I punched him?
No.
Or because he has a lot of dolls out?
He has so many dolls. All right. Okay. Boogeyman, you're getting hindered 3. Gamma's getting hindered 2, and he's healing.
Okay. Oh, he's hindering me? Good.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep basic attacking him.
Oh no, it's fun. He does not know everything you guys do. Who is he gonna pass to? I think he's gonna give it to Mr. C, who's somewhere else right now.
Okay, so first thing is I'm gonna blow my whistle, because I need to make a stop to like find the best way to defuse this bomb. So I'm gonna blow my whistle, get off, and then I'm gonna instruct the train to keep going and drop off Officer Marty Sloan at a nearby hospital so he can be taken care of.
Yep.
So as I step off the train, I'm going to look up, holding this semi-explosive device in the heart of City Hall and say, "Ah, good, Miss Tape. I knew you'd be here. Quick, help me disarm this explosive that rescued me."
Why is he? Why?
I mean, if I wanted to make it worse, I could then just leave it here, make the Overcome to say deal with it, and then just jet it.
You know, you could hold on to it and we could disarm it after this fight, but okay.
Okay. She's like, I'm sorry. What?
It's going to explode. We need to disarm it. It's magic.
Magic isn't real.
Does that just disarm it?
Yeah,
No.
does that just disarm it?
Well, okay. You know what? I suppose you have a ally question mark on the scene tracker who has not taken their turn yet.
Stop involving her.
Look,
Clearly, you now need to take her to fight Mr. C to demonstrate of the thing of like, look, and by Mr. C, I mean take it. Mr. C needs to take her to Rasputin.
Mr. C has done his action.
I don't think that's going to make the situation better, Sean. I'll be honest.
No, but it makes it more amusing.
It does
I
make
mean-
it more amusing.
I mean,
Mr. C, who's going next?
I don't frickin' know. Just blew smoke for my turn. The nesting dolls.
All right.
Are you coming back next turn, is he?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm coming with Morby, with somebody else or not. I said to be back in the middle of yellow.
All right, good spirits. Are you taking aggro from your minions or no?
Nah, this time I'll stand back. If you want, I'll take aggro for Dr. Iota, though.
Oh, sure. You can take aggro for her. So, first off, good spirits. 3 damage coming at you. Foundry.
I'm in
pings.
red now.
Foundry's fine. Nothing bad is happening to Foundry.
Adorable.
Good spirits. Your left D8. 4 damage.
Okay, I'm going to mark
Mildew is
Mild-
7 damage, and your D10 is lol 2 damage.
Okay. I am now going to roll my defense for them, which is going to be defending all 3 with the D10.
Yep.
And let's see, what I rolled there is
There
a
you
9,
go.
You're
meaning
fine.
all of them are perfectly fine.
All of
Don't
them are
even need to
fine.
roll on them, and none of them therefore downgrade.
Gotcha.
This is a bad...
Muffins.
Oh, that was a terrible roll for minions, so Professor Gamma completely ignores them this turn. Boogeyman. You have a -1 hinder.
All right. This is from the dolls.
This is from the weak doll.
Okay.
And then,
source matters, so that's why I'm asking.
Yep, -1 hinder from this doll,
All right.
as it is leeching your magic. And then the other two just kind of smash into you for 3 damage each.
3 damage each. I have a question. The hinder is from leeching my magic, but do I apply that if I'm not going to use magic?
Nope.
So I don't have to do that if I just keep punching Rasputin.
No, you do not.
Excellent.
And the dolls are going to pass it to Foundry.
Okay. So I just spend my action to move combustion over, right?
No, it's not spend an action, just spend your hero points and then it upgrades.
Okay. All right. So I do that, and then all right. Then we're gonna go ahead and use combustion.
Nice.
I do need someone to help me deal with these dolls. I have a dumb idea, but I really need help.
All right. Well, let me see if I can get this side in a good position, and then I'll move over.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, because the problem is, as I kill them, they're going to keep multiplying.
Like they're going to swarm and kill me in a minute if no one comes and helps me.
We'll come over and help soon.
All right. So, all right. So I take 2, and all of the dolls take 9.
Oof.
Well, they are incapable of passing that check, so they all downgrade. Note, they are still minions.
Yes.
But
See,
they're
we're going to
villain
spawn.
minions, so that but they're villain minions, so they downgrade instead of just dying.
No, that is a weird thing. There's not. Sorry, the D10 actually can pass and passes.
No,
God damn it!
they're weird. They're weird minions.
They are weird minions. I know Izzy knows what this is. But
All right. So, what's the other? So it's the civilians, and then what else? Or sorry, the environment, and what else?
your allies.
All right. I guess we'll pass to the environment first.
To the environment, eh? What does the city of Chicago throw at you this time? Ah, I see. That is what the city of Chicago shows up. The paparazzi have arrived again.
Of course.
We have 2 of them in each zone, as the press has shown up to start flashing their cameras in your faces in the middle of this, They really ought to not do this, but it's totally what they're doing. And then to your allies. Gamma's sort of looking at Boogeyman as like, I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be up. What do you need?
Can he get rid of my big hinder?
He can boost you to try and help.
Yeah, I'll take a boost because I want to do something interesting this coming turn.
So he's like, all right, which was your big hinder again? Sorry, I have been going.
Rasputin's put a 3 on me, which I normally wouldn't care about, but I want to do something other than attack him, which means it's going to be a problem.
I was like, well, let's feed you some more power. He gives you a +2.
Nice.
Down south there's like, all right, But help you guys out or shoot? Foundry, good spirits.
I mean,
Not that yet.
Shooting?
yeah, might as well shoot.
Yeah.
She is going to kill the minion that was attacking good spirits in her.
Okay.
And who would you like your allies to pass to?
I can go again.
That works.
Good spirits.
Okay.
Oh, that was a good roll.
Attack good spirits, because you know what? I decided I should pick up. I should learn from the trick that Boogeyman is doing.
Reasonable. So that's is that 10 damage going straight at you?
Oh, having the minions attack you and heal with it. Hello?
Hello? Sean? Bueller? Ah. Well, okay. Who else can still hear things? Because I could hear you, Wex.
I can hear you guys.
I can hear everyone. I just don't hear Sean.
I don't hear Sean either. Sean, you there?
Well, let's see if that gets his attention.
Sorry, I didn't realize my headset got undone.
I would do it.
Basically, I had the D10 minion boost me. I had one of the D8s attack me. I forgot to then roll for the other D8 for attacking the other D4 to just try to finish that off,
It's
which will be an 8 damage at that D4, so that is dead.
Yep.
I then summon two. One of them, I will bump that 9 into a 12.
Mm-hmm.
The other, let's see, at an 8 is already going to be a D10, and a 3 is not going to bring it, so it's going to just stay at a D10.
Mm-hmm.
The D12 is going to be, let's see, I have a 2 and a 3. I can spend more. I can combine two different boosts to get something, correct?
Yes. Provided they make sense to the combine, which all of yours currently do.
So I have a 3, a 6, and then. So I am going to.
You're breaking up for me. Can anyone else hear me? Lex, Dan.
And the D10 is going to be spending the +3 it's getting on. I'm actually going to give this one. Actually, yeah, I'll give it Swift again. So it rolls twice and takes better for when it attacks.
Were there
And the
any
D10
rolls that
will.
I needed to listen to because my internet flipped for a little bit and I couldn't hear what you said?
I think he just rolling off some numbers he's using.
Reasonable.
Yep. Yep. And was just listing off numbers outside of the one that you killed. No, you did not need to pay attention to any of them.
Majestic. Who is up next?
Foundry. So Foundry, because I think you're going to go to assist Boogeyman, and I want to get another person to that side before we have the dolls go, because otherwise you're Otherwise, Boogeyman's taking way too many hits at once.
Yep.
Okay, sorry, I had to step away for a second.
It's all good. Turn of Minion Maker was long, but Foundry gets to go next. Assuming Foundry is here.
Yep. All right. I guess I probably need to switch sides.
Save me.
Yeah.
You do have a movement power, and thus
Yep. We're gonna go ahead and leap.
do what you want because a pirate is free.
I think we're gonna leap right next to Rasputin, and then we're just gonna drop a combustion on his entire group.
That seems reasonable to me.
Okay, so
Ooh.
every enemy in that area takes 15.
Whoa!
That does in fact include Rasputin.
Yep.
I hope he can't counter this one.
Nope.
That was a
And,
pretty good chunk.
All of his minions downgrade.
Also, are there two cops on the scene?
No, the
Paparazzi.
paparazzi.
All right.
That was a good chunk to Rasputin.
Do you want to just give it to the dolls and let's see what happens?
Yeah, fuck it.
Did the red tape do anything last round? Sorry.
No, she just entered the scene as like, what the fuck is going on?
Because you insist on involving her.
Yep. Like, she did not get an action because she was suddenly added to the scene with no knowledge of what was happening. Alright, so wait, give it to the dolls. Let me think here. Alright, so down south we have a nice army of dolls against good spirits minions, I'm assuming.
Yeah, well, one of them can attack me as well. I will have lined up with my dolls, not be behind them at the moment.
Fair enough. This one's hitting you then. So on you, 3 damage.
Okay.
On your second, I'm just going to go down the line. Does that sound good?
Sure.
2 damage.
Okay.
6
I'm
damage.
probably... Okay.
9 damage. And 5 damage.
Okay, I'm going to let the 2 damage roll for itself,
Yep.
and that succeeds, so it's downgrading. And for the other ones, I'm going to splendid my +2 on trying to defend that.
Reasonable.
Actually, I'm going to spend my +2, and I'm going to spend a +1 from a leftover hero point for a +3 total for one of the times where I was learning more about magic.
That only applies to one of their defense, but is legit.
Oh, okay, would only be to 1?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to spend 2 of those. So I have a +2 and 2 +1s to spend on this, I'm just going to declare.
Yep.
And that is a 3. Let me... I am going to spend the... I'm going to spend the +2 on the 5 to make that just not happen.
Yep.
And I am going to spend the remaining on the D6 to try and make that manageable. On the remaining 6 to make that manageable for one of them. So this D10 where it downgrades, yep, that downgrades to D8, and this one does survive and doesn't downgrade because it has stealthy.
Yep. Sounds good. Is that it for your minions?
That is it for my minions.
Alright, up north. Let's see here. Well, 2 are going at Foundry because, of course, 2 are going at Foundry.
I mean, it did hit their master.
Yep. They're dividing as evenly as they can. Professor manages to save, and so he's still relatively fine. Boogeyman has 2 and 2 coming at him.
I'm gonna just take that.
Foundry has 3 and 3 coming at him.
Does that mean nothing and nothing?
It probably means nothing and nothing, yes.
Okay,
Foundry.
well,
Foundry, did you hear?
Yep, I'm just thinking. Well, I guess we just continue to smash.
Sorry. That was minions. They're going to pass to Rasputin. I wanted to make sure that you got your what was going on.
Oh, sorry. What was the damage numbers?
3 and 3.
Okay, so nothing.
Yeah, I figured it is very much in the you do not have to care at all territory. And Rasputin, what is he gonna do? How many minions does he have right now? 10. Okay. He is going to call up ancient unfathomable powers and try and curse all of it. Let's see whether or not that works.
Well, he has a bunch of minor persistent +1s.
Rasputin?
Yeah.
Yep. Coming from this, we have damage. Professor, the Boogeyman, and Foundry are all being hindered by a strange Russian curse that you're not sure how to break for -2.
all right.
Then attacked for 7.
Okay. I'm gonna have to use Like the Wind on this one.
Reasonable. Foundry?
Oh, sorry.
Yep. So 7 magic is coming at you.
Okay, so I take 5. Oh, that's cute. He just dropped me into red.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get to do the super cool thing. That's okay.
Rasputin sometimes is a jerk, often is a jerk. Guys gave me characters for your villains.
Want to do a big summon, but I have too many hinders to make that practical.
Mm-hmm.
But that's fine. I know how to burn these.
I mean, if you want to try.
No, I have a use for them. As long as I don't use it, as long as I use them for attacking, I'm fine.
Yep. He's gonna pass to Mr. C.
All right, I'm gonna look at the red tape and say, look, we have to get back. My team is in trouble. Do you want to come and help out, or do you want to stay here and try to disfuse this bomb?
We'll leave it with her.
She says, "You just dropped a bomb off in my off." Oh my!
Well, where else was I supposed to put it? I can't just leave it out on the streets. You're the specialist who I figure would be able to disable it. And it's not technically a bomb, it's just a makeshift explosive.
You're getting such a look, Izzy.
That's fine. I'm just going to look at her and say, all right. I'm going to say, all right, look, I'll be back for this later.
She's like, very well. Give me a minute. Emily, summon the others.
What? No. What are the others? Why have you done this, Izzy?
I don't know.
Well, Mr. Stias is coming back right now.
Yeah, I'm coming back. If they're...
And you've left the bomb with her.
You left the bomb in City Hall with the red tape.
Yeah. It made sense. I mean, I'm assuming it's big enough where I can keep track of where the bomb is, right?
It is currently in her office with all of her a bunch of staff running up to try and work on it.
If you don't suffer a come to reality shock at some point in this campaign, I'm going to be very mad at you.
The come to reality, I'm forcing that for this collection.
He really is.
Yeah.
don't want to be on like a different page from the rest of you guys, but like I started like several pages back. Anyway, I will spend my turn moving back to the area. I will use a +1 hero point to do quick switch into stalwart mode, and then I would like to use. Oh, hi, Minnie. So let's see. We're going to do boom, and then boom. If that's okay.
You defending?
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, defending.
Okay.
And I have the +3 that Sean gave me from the rat. So,
Who's getting defend 6 as opposed to defend 3?
who
I wouldn't
is-
mind the
Boogeyman.
defense 6.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
Yeah, I'll give the defend 6 to Boogeyman. Everybody else gets a defend 3.
I can't do my normal heal tricks as easily in this fight.
Yeah, including the paparazzis. And I guess I'll protect Professor Gamma.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's a vigilante.
Yeah, well, I see that the nesting dolls are fighting him, right, Nick?
Yep, absolutely.
I'm like, don't think this puts us on the same side, villain.
I'm just gonna be like, yeah, don't listen to him. Don't worry about it.
All right, who's Mr. C passing to?
I think Boogeyman's the only option, so Boogeyman.
Yeah, there's also the quote villains and then the environment.
I can't see those.
They're right there.
They're on top of the tracker.
Yeah,
Hold on, let me reload.
yeah. The lieutenant heroes and the environment are also options.
I guess I'll go with the Lieutenant Heroes then. You know, the villains.
Yep. All right. Iota's basically going and like, all right, I think it's shooting time. And is downgrading this D6 minion to a D4 by shooting it with a lightning gun.
Yeah, lightning gun.
That is actually just shooting lightning out of it in a way the good spirits is probably like, wait, what?
No, I'm pretty sure I find that more normal.
You're not used to human things doing that. She doesn't have magic.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that is bizarre. I
Gamma...
mean, pointing a metal stick at someone and then they get struck by lightning seems perfectly reasonable.
I'm for Gamma trying to take out some dolls if he can.
He is gonna try and take out some dolls, but he's down to being a D6 and has a -2 hinder. He'll do his best.
You can do it, buddy.
His best is this doll goes from being a D8 to being 2 D6s.
Why are they Legion?
Because you guys gave me Rasputin. And because they are allies, who are they passing to? Boogeyman or the environment?
Can
Environment
I
that we...
Well,
Sorry.
I don't want the environment to hinder me though. But I get it's fine. If the environment wants to go.
You can go if you want to go before the environment can go. Sorry, I was just thinking of turn order control. But if you'd rather go first, go first.
When Nick's not being as cruel about it, so right, Nick.
Yep. No, I'm not.
Okay. So
The environment
question:
goes.
the boost that Gamma gave me, the second one, was that specifically for magic?
Yep, he just pulled out some weird doohickey and fed mystical energy into you.
Okay, so I cannot use that for what I'm about to do. I will turn this -3, -2, -4, this total -7 into +7 though,
Nice.
because I'm going for Rasputin. I'd still have the negative.
It does have to be relevant to the action wax still. Like the hinder would have had to apply.
It does. He hindered. He hindered what I'm doing, right?
The -3 was he drained your magic.
Oh, so I can't use that one
Yep.
unless I use magic directly.
Yep.
Darn. Well, I can still use the -2s he gave me, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the press is running up to Mr. C and Foundry asking about this new expose on the front page news about both of you. -2 hinder to Mr. C and Foundry for the press getting in the way and flashing cameras in your eyes.
How much?
-2 hinder.
Okay.
And down here, in fact, yeah, Good Spirits and Iota are both also getting hit by the press being like, who are you? You're doing some weird thing. You're a vigilante. What's going on? -2 to both Good Spirits and Iota. And then the environment actually gets its regular turn. That was just what its minions did. Which is a completely separate group shows up of freeze! Police!
Yes, it's going well.
Drop your guns and put your hands in the air!
They got here really quick.
I mean, the fight was going on before we started.
Yeah, the fight has been going on for a while.
Officers, thank goodness you're here. We need assistance capturing these villains. I'm going to say, pointing at Professor Gamma and Rasputin.
Yeah, Conductor, you need to work on your priorities.
Boogeyman, it's your turn.
Speaking of priorities, cracking my knuckles.
Uh-huh.
Once again, disappearing in the mist and gonna appear right in front of Rasputin to clock him.
Sounds good. He's still not used to dealing with pugilism.
And I have a total, once I've burned all the things, of +3 on this.
Nice.
I like how you're just running over and punching him. No special abilities.
Nope, just decking him 6 damage.
6 damage goes through.
Like, I can do this all day, Ruski. Come on.
Do it all day too. All right, Boogeyman. Last round of yellow. Who's up?
I'll pass it over here. I want to pass it over here. Can someone pass it back to me fairly quickly?
Sure.
Okay. So let me, Sean, you want it?
Yep, let's do the minion fight real quick.
All right.
Minion fight. Minion fight.
Okay. Every one of the minions and myself gets a +3, which takes away that -2 I have.
Right.
I myself am getting a 8, which is a +3 again, I think.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's roll the d8 twice with a +3 each time for the first attacking, which will be trying to knock out one of those 6s.
Okay.
That will be the 8. I believe it has to downgrade.
It downgrades to D4.
I will then have the one of the other 6s and 1d8 +3 twice.
Yep.
Which I think that's going to be the 11. It has to downgrade to 6.
Yep, there is another D6 left, so it downgrades.
Yep. And the 1d6 with the +3 is going to be killing one of the d4s.
Sounds good. Done.
And then I am going to be summoning.
Yep.
I am probably next turn going to go, my minions have this, and run over, just jump through zones and punch him in the face.
Sounds good.
I reroll that D10 with
Nice.
2 a 10, so I'm getting a D10 and I'm getting a D10 and I think is it D6 or D8? Give me a second to double check. You can pass back to Foundry while I'm doing this though, because it's not anything that you have to respond to at this point.
Me? Can it be me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pass to Boogeyman.
All right. So, I am going to be burning some stuff now. It seems like the appropriate time to do so. I'm burning the last of my 3 hero points I have saved. I'm using my collection to get a +2, so I'm already up to +3.
Yep.
I'm canceling out. I have a +3 from the magic gun, using that to cancel Rasputin's -3 on me.
Are you doing a magic spell?
This is magic, what I'm about to do, yes.
Okay.
And then using the other +2 gun, so I'm at a total of +5.
Okay.
And we're going to be using Gate to the Underworld.
Oh boy.
This is kind of scary. I think this is scary, right?
This is pretty scary.
Okay. We are summoning hinder spirits, which are taking the form of labor workers with hammers for smashing dolls.
Boy, are you helping the paparazzi. All right.
What?
Go, roll it. Just go.
We're communists and unionizers, remember?
That's going to be 11 hinder spirits.
Yep.
I'm making 11 hinder spirits.
Mm-hmm.
No. These aren't Russian workers. These are very clearly American workers. Just to be clear.
I am well aware of what this is.
But my minions cannot go this turn.
Nope.
That is all I can do, which is fine. I have a little trick for next turn. We'll hopefully I'll get to it with most of these minions intact. Actually, let's make sure these minions end up intact. Foundry, you're up.
Okay. Well, now that we're in red proper, I also get other fun things.
Yep.
Are we in
So-
red proper?
No,
I'm in
you're
red
not.
proper.
You're Foundry. Oh, Foundry's in red proper from HP.
Yes.
As am I.
So, starting with this, combustion again.
Nice.
Okay, so there is that -2. I guess you pick how that gets
That is
applied.
going to be on Rasputin himself.
Okay. Cool. So all the dolls take 11.
So many downgrades. Give me a sec.
Also, everyone who got hit takes a -1 hinder because of endurance fighting.
Endurance fighting. I do love me some endurance fighting.
Hey Nick, I did my math wrong. I actually had a bigger boost. Can you give me 2 more minions?
Let me finish deleting dolls first.
Okay.
Oop. I did the wrong thing. You said 2 more minions?
Yeah, because I forgot. I burned all my hero points. That actually gave me higher than I
Okay.
calculated.
Also, Foundry, are you hitting the cops who are threatening you with guns with this?
No,
Okay.
they can't hurt me.
Sounds good. Yeah, that cleared out a lot for you.
Let's make sure that the villains go before Mr. Conductor goes, so we can get those sweet defenses.
That's fair.
All right, so who's up next?
I guess we'll send. Do we want the minions first? Or we want Rasputin first?
Minions, because I don't actually think Rasputin. I'd say the minions.
All right, minions it is.
Minions it is. All right, so down south, yeah, minion fight is ongoing. I'm just gonna line them up and tell you what the damage is, Sean.
None of them are trying to punch me in the face.
No, they're fighting your minions.
Yeah, that's fair.
Minion fight. Minion fight.
So
Minion fight.
4, 1, 2, 7.
Okay, I'm going to let the one roll on its own to defend against that, which will be, yep, it downgrades. Because that seems like the safest thing. And then for the others, I'm going to roll the d10,
Mm-hmm.
which blocks all of that.
Yep. All right, up north, the 2 engaged with Foundry are still on Foundry. He is still on Boogeyman. Mr. C's here now. Mr. C, your defender works on yourself, right?
Yes.
Okay, one of them roll. Never mind. Because of how things work, nothing happens to you.
Damn straight, nothing happens to me.
Nothing happens to Foundry.
Heh.
Nothing happens to Mr. C. Thus went the turn of Minion.
I'm assuming when you said Mr. C, you meant Boogeyman.
Or Boogeyman, yes. Speaking of, Mr. C, it's your turn. I think?
It can be.
I mean, you can
Yeah, it's Mr. C's turn.
I guess second verse, same as the first.
Are you defending?
Yeah, I'll defend.
Oh, can you defend all my minions now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. C has Izzy with that has been the reason my minions have survived in past fights.
Yep. Mr. C, they are going to drop. Probably the hinder that you got hit by is going to apply to the defend on the boogeyman.
Okay, the +3 persistent I have will apply to the boogeyman. Thank you, Remy.
Yep.
Or, I'm sorry, Squawk. 7 defend.
Ooh, nice.
So boogeyman gets an 8.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the nesting dolls can do any damage.
Good.
Nope.
Yeah, they can't. The cops also can't do any damage to us.
Also good.
Yep.
With that, I will pass to.
Rasputin?
I was gonna pass to you. Then you
He
can.
can't.
But you know, yeah, we'll give to Rasputin. Sure, why not?
Well, that did not work out as how he would have wanted to, but he is going to try and do a giant, more cursing anyway. How many minions does he have right now? 9. Okay.
Sorry, I was just getting rid of that -2.
Oof. Okay, that was actually a very good roll for him.
I don't care.
-3 hinder to everyone in the zone with him,
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
including your
Which
minions.
includes
Wax.
all the minions.
It doesn't matter though. Wait, can the minions get zeros?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
That's not good.
And if they hit 0, they don't do jack.
Yep. And then 8 damage to all of the enemies in that zone, which I don't think matters given Mr. C's defend.
Well, I only rolled a 7, so everybody needs to at least defend 1.
Yep.
I think
So
Which-
they do no matter what, don't they?
Well, all the minions do. We still all take
the
1
minions
damage.
all downgrade.
The
though,
minions
then,
go
Wax.
all downgrade then.
Oh, that's shitty.
If they roll 1.
Well,
No, they
Oh
downgrade
yeah,
regardless.
they all downgrade.
I mean, I can burn 13 HP if you want.
no. To do what?
Protect the
Defend.
minions.
No, it's do not do that.
He does
They're
also
already
hit
dead.
Mr. C, I'm assuming you defended the cops given you're you.
Of course I did.
Yep.
And the paparazzi.
Yep.
So are all my minions D4s now?
Yep.
Need 4s to do anything.
I'm just going to delete a bunch and then recreate them as D4s.
Now copy the row of 3.
That is, in fact, exactly what I'm doing.
I'm debating if I want to burn a defense on to protect somebody from this attack. Just to get rid of the -3.
The -3 is a hinder, is that you can't defend against that.
Yeah, I know, but if I roll a defend die, it has to apply. That -3 will apply, no? Because it's magic.
Oh, yes. Yes. If you that will in fact work.
Defend the cop.
Well, Wax, do you want me to defend one of your dudes or yourself? Because I think me and Foundry are okay. Or do I
Boogeyman took
defend
no
it?
damage.
Oh, he took no damage?
Nothing.
Foundry also took no damage.
Oh, I took no damage as well.
Defend one of the cops.
Yeah, I'll
No,
protect.
you would have taken 1 damage.
I would have taken 1 damage. Okay. I will take 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
I will defend both cops, actually.
Sounds good.
Officers, please retreat. Retreat to a safe distance. I'm putting them down a block.
You're sending him down to the south zone?
No, I'm not south. I'm sending them out of the scene to the west.
You cannot do that. They are enemies.
Okay, I will send them south then. There are nesting dolls there for them to shoot at.
Yep.
They're going to just shoot at me, aren't they?
No, they're also shooting at nesting dolls.
I suggest you leave the nesting dolls to the cops.
All right. That was Rasputin, who will pass to your allies. Professor's just going to... I think he's going to finish off a doll. He's just going to kill a doll.
Yeah.
Iota is probably also just going to finish off a doll. Yep, she's just going to finish off a doll. And get rid of that hinder. To the environment. More police backup arrives up north.
Or people for me to defend.
Yep, although they're a bit better armed. And also, a sergeant showed up with them.
Marty Sloan?
No. He's a lieutenant. Paparazzi are continuing to harass Mr. Conductor and Foundry for a -1 hinder each. Down
Not
south.
going to try to get a photo of Rasputin.
Oh no! Like Rasputin's not news. Mr. Conductor and Foundry are news.
Look, thank you very much.
Good Spirits and Iota also have another -2 each because paparazzi are harassing them.
Okay.
Who does the environment want to have go next?
Minion fight.
No.
Also, the cops don't shoot anyone.
Oh, sure. Thank you. Thank you. The cops shoot. 2 of them shoot at your minions. 2 of them shoot at dolls.
Can they shoot at me instead of one of the minions?
Yes, you can jump in the way of your minions for that.
Appreciated.
So this doll is splits into a d6. The cops are so helpful. So very helpful. They do kill the d4 doll. Good Spirits, 3 damage at you and 4 damage at the first d6 minion.
Bullets survive. Surprisingly, yes.
Yep.
See, I knew it would. And we just need to get those cops out of danger.
Mr. C, do you want to get the cops out of danger because they're passing it to you?
Please pass to me after.
Yeah, I will. I do. Are we in red?
You are, in fact, in the first part of red now.
We are in red. Okay.
I'm gonna try to kill Rasputin on my turn. I'm not sure I can because of his dumb hinder.
What mode am I in?
Defend mode.
Oh, cool. I'm not going to defend this turn.
Yep, that's fair.
I'm going to use on the right track.
Ooh, can you get rid of the hinder on all my guys?
Possibly.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to throw a +2 at this from hero points.
You only get to apply that to one target, but yes.
Oh. Never mind. What's the hinders at on all your guys?
+3.
-3.
-3. Sorry, -3.
I mean,
even if it can reduce it, it's still good.
Yeah. Even just reducing it to a -2 means you have a better chance of getting your thing off.
Or heck, even a -1 would be nice.
All right, and well, let's throw to the dice gods. Dice gods declare everything gets a +2.
All right, so all my guys are only at -1 now.
Yep.
Which means as long as they don't roll a 1, they'll hinder, which is much better odds.
Yeah. Oh crap! Wait a minute. I have a -1 hinder and a +3 persistent. Nick, who's the -1 applying to?
The Boogeyman's boost.
If I use the persistent on that, I don't think it will it balance out.
The persistent, it nulls it out. -1 nulls the +3 because
That's fine.
Okay. I mean, either way, you get a 5 then, which is the same +2 boost.
Yep.
I'll actually give the +3 then to Foundry. So you're at a 9, so you get a +3 boost from this, Stan.
How much? Right? How much?
+3.
Okay, so basically just wipes the hinder.
Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm only boosting us. I'm not going to boost this either of the villains. And
Can I go next? I'll pass to Sean after.
sure.
Okay. All right. We are about to make 13 hinder rolls against Rasputin.
Just roll 13 d4s, Wax.
That is exactly what I was about to do. Anything with a 1 does not go through.
Looks like you got 5
So,
ones on
8.
that.
So eight of those shots go through. So he has 8 hinders. I don't really care how much they are because it's not going to matter in a second.
Yep, and then Boogeyman Punch.
So funny enough, no, Boogeyman is going to use Drag to Oblivion because that's not based on my magic.
Yep.
It's based on stealth.
Yep.
And I'm just going to use intuition because I'm just basically ducking behind him. I'm going to temporarily rename this knockout blow.
I was hoping it was going to be just suplex him, but
Or you know what? Solar plexus punch.
yeah.
Launch him into
I'm
fire.
applying the +2 that Izzy gave me and turning that -3 Rasputin gave me. Does that no? But the -3 is for anything, right?
Yeah.
Because you just cursed us. Yeah. So I have a total of +5 on this. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
Okay, that's unfortunately one of these days I'm going to roll a high mid dive for this.
Yep.
But it's still not terrible. Okay, so we're going to punch him in the face for 14, and then 2 times 8, 16 more damage.
That's enough.
Yeah. I basically feel I come out of the mist and just deck him so hard in like the stomach that he just passes out.
Yep. That sounds completely reasonable to me. Given where the scene is, what I suspect happens from this, because I want to give you guys the chance to roleplay and we're getting toward the end of the night, is you'll wind up running away and leaving him for police custody.
I don't think we were planning on taking him. Yeah, the police are right
Yeah,
there.
Rasputin's human and alive. He's not like a corpse puppeted with magic or something, like,
No,
right?
I think he's pretty legit a guy.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's a guy who's way older than he should be. He's magic to do shenanigans, but he's
I'm
just
going
a
to
guy.
demand that Izzy grab Gamma and Dr. Iota. I want to talk to them.
Yeah, let's bring them with.
But they're villains.
No, they're
Then
not.
Doctor, they're not villains. I'm going to smack some sense into you if you don't bring them with us. We need to talk to them.
Fine. Also, do the nesting dolls stop working as soon as he goes out, Nick?
No, they're still fighting for a while, but you weakened them enough the cops can deal with them.
Yeah. Also, decent odds the 3 nesting dolls on my side go down this turn, and if Boogeyman failed to knock out Rasputin with that punch, I was going to scene transition punch him probably hard enough.
Yep.
Yeah. And I figure my American worker dolls like just go to town with hinders on all the nesting dolls too.
Yep. Probably the cops eventually when they start shooting the ghosts, but
No, I mean, no, my ghosts, I will absolutely make sure they're dismissed before they hit any cops. They will not.
sounds good. And you guys get out with Gamma, who's pretty damn bruised, and Iota, who's pretty fine because one side had the tank.
We're just going to make one quick stop off. I'm going to get into a different trade so I can pick the bomb up from City Hall.
Why did you put that in City Hall? That is actually going to be a question from Good Spirits of like, wait, where did you put the bomb?
Yeah, I'm asking that.
Izzy, if a train shows up, they are telling you to leave.
Well, I'm just going to pick up the bomb and go.
No, you're getting shot.
Can I try to steal the bomb when this is happening?
You may try and steal the bomb when this was happening. Good, Mr. C is getting shot for that one.
Here,
I'm
I'll
going
I'll
to
defend
roll
him.
chaos.
Specifically, I'm just going to give you a spoiler for Red Tape. What Red Tape is going to do, along with she has a bunch of people with her who all have guns.
Does this count as being in red or green, by the way?
You're in red for this.
Okay.
So does it just get? Do we get the bomb, or is it staying with red tape?
Can I
Depends
roll
on
what
what
my
good
before we
spirits-
left what boost I would have gone for minions would have been?
Depends on what Good Spirits rolls for
So,
stealing.
guys, if I may make a suggestion here, I kind of think, honestly, and Nick throw me with this, I think there's a story opportunity here. What if we don't get that back?
Yeah.
Yeah, that might actually be more interesting.
Because
It's probably more interesting if like you come back and they shoot at you because you just dropped a bomb in City Hall, ran away, and came back to try and grab it.
Because it sounds like we also could learn more about this, and this I think it'd be more interesting role playing to not have it right now.
Okay, I'm going to roll to see if I grab it because I am going to make that attempt. I think because of the way I'm doing this, are there animals I could use, or would I have to rely on shapeshifting?
You'd have to rely on shapeshifting. They have no animals in there, basically.
Okay, I'm also, can I use criminal underworld for I'm doing basically I'm being sneaky and and doing a theft, or would I have to use fake hat?
This is a snatch and grab. You're using fake hat.
Okay.
This is finesse, acrobatics, stuff like that.
Okay, so it would be fake hat or alertness or maybe creativity, but those are all the same. So I'm doing that. I would have left the scene probably with a +1 just because I have a bunch of some of the minions are boost minions. I'm going to spend another +1 I have in reserve because why not? So I'm rolling Principle of Chaos with this. That is going to be a 7, which is a succeed with minor twist.
Yep.
Which I do apologize that it would be more, it would be potentially good story beat to have lost it there, but I think the repercussions of having left it behind make sense, and I think I would have had to actually make a grab for the bomb when this happens. Like, if I had failed, I would have taken the failure and not gone, I want a major twist, but I feel like I would have to have at least made an attempt.
That's fair.
I think that's fair. No, I honestly think the minor twist here is all of you suddenly, like, because of this and other people having to bail Good Spirits out when he, like, you get the bomb and you're like, oh shit, I'm too far from the train. Other people have to bail them out, and now awareness is there.
Yeah, I probably throw a chain out for him to like grab and try to reel him in.
Yep, and this probably is also the thing of the fact that good spirits can shapeshift is probably known now.
Yep.
And I guess that would give us like a good like I feel like there's that pause moment where we're all just kind of like as the train's about to leave, we're just staring down red tape and what's going on.
Mm-hmm. And then Mr. C sends the train out of there and you're gone.
Yeah. So she just gets that good freeze frame look at all of us before it leaves.
Yep.
Oh, we're gonna have some words.
I'm well aware.
Yep.
That said, we are getting towards wrap time, and I do actually need to go to sleep soon.
I think next session we talk with Professor Gamma and Dr. Iota, and we disarm and we also figure out what the hell this bomb thing was, and also why they have tech that just does a lot of magic boosting. Because they are not casting magic themselves.
No, they are not. And so Gamma's really beat up. I was like, wait, where's all the etheric energy gone? Well, it's not going to it's not going to explode anymore.
Are we still in roleplay mode then?
We're just in roleplay mode, finishing up a little bit of this, and probably we're going to do more next session.
Okay.
So this thing after it was left there became inert.
I'm directing my attention towards Gamma, and then like, look, you seem to know what this is. Can you disarm this? You said it's a bomb.
It's not a. She's just. It's not a bomb. It is a device to store the excess etheric energy that is all over this city.
Right. Okay, magic mumbo jumbo. Can you make it safe?
There's no magic. Magic doesn't exist. Also, it's safe. The energy's been dispersed.
Well,
Yeah. Hold on. Iota said this?
What?
Who's saying this?
Iota.
I'm like, magic. And I like processing that for me. I'm like, whatever. Can you make it safe?
There's no energy. It's fine. It's been dispersed somehow.
I knew leaving with the red tape was a good idea because she nullifies magic.
I'm like, is it? I just turned to my face. So it's safe right now, right?
Well, she's just, I was like, I mean, as safe as a 15-pound object on a very rapid thing. Looks up the door.
I'm like, hold that thought then. And I whirl on conductor.
Oh, do you smack me in the head with it?
No, I don't smack you in the head and do it that. No, but I'm like, what were you thinking?
I had to get it away from Rasputin, and I couldn't just leave
And
it
you
somewhere.
thought bringing it to the red tape was a good idea?
She succeeded in dispersing energy. She nullifies magic.
We could have found the way to do it without her help. Now she knows about us, and now we look like a bunch of lunatics who have gone from simply a vigilante nuisance to right on her radar.
We're all on the same side. I keep telling you this.
Listen, conductor, it's not funny anymore. We are not on the same side. She wants to jail us. She will have her, if she has her way, she will put us all behind bars, and then what good can we fucking do?
We're going to be public enemy number 1 come the morning.
Yeah, they were shooting at us when we showed up. They are.
You put this, you talk about why you're here, you put this team in danger. You put us on the map in a way that makes it so we can't do our jobs, and now we're in danger, and people maybe we know are in danger. I don't know what Red Tape knows or what she can do. I know she can deal with magic, which makes her a very dangerous enemy for us.
She's a hero, and we're all heroes. This should not be.
Yeah, but
And you should know that doesn't mean we all see eye to eye either.
doesn't mean we agree, and I'd also say the fact that you left the bomb at City Hall, they seem to have taken as a threat, seeing as how they opened fire before you could say anything when we showed up.
I hate to tell you this, the brass hat, but the world is not as black and white as you think it is. It is not all sparkles and rainbows and justice. There is a lot of shit out there, and a lot of shades of gray, and people don't see things as idealistically as you do. And one day you're going to run into someone who doesn't see the world in that way, and then you'll be the one that has the bullet put in your brain. Because you didn't see it coming. Drop me off. Now.
I'll blow my whistle as I just look at you. And I'll say, despite everything, Rocco, if this device had gone off in any area of the city and we weren't able to disarm it, think of how many lives would have been lost.
Bothers me you didn't have enough faith to think we could do that, see.
While dealing with Rasputin, considering he got away last time.
There are more of us than the last time you fought Rasputin. And I'd also say that the fact you brought it to a different populated area means that I think that was taken as a threat.
Out of character, can Mr. Conductor not just like dump it in the middle of a desert somewhere?
I can't actually, not within the time I had.
So
Okay.
I will turn to Gamma and Iota. I'm like, thank you for helping. Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened there, but thanks for helping with that. Though I look at Gamma. You might want to work on the fires a bit. I need to cool off, but nice working with you. If you want to know more about us, I give him an address near the bar, but not the bar. I'm like, if you're interested, go find this. And I tell him, I'm like, tell this guy here. His name is Jitters. You can find him here. Tell him to that you're looking for the boogeyman, and I'll find you.
Gamma's gonna. We should talk.
Yeah, we will, but not now. Like I said, I need to cool off a little bit, and frankly, we need to talk as a group before we can confirm more. You all right with meeting us somewhere, maybe tomorrow?
Yeah, still be sore, but tomorrow's good.
All right.
Well, we'll need to talk later, and you need to start learning that magic does exist. It's going to go poorly for you if you don't. And I will, at this point, transform back from cat to person.
You're just gonna get a shout from the corner as the last exception. It's just science people don't understand yet. That'll be